Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's session of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden here on Swindler's Den. I am your DM for tonight, BakaZombie. A few things before we get into it. If you guys aren't on the Discord yet, for those of you in the Twitch chat, if you exclamation Discord or in the YouTube/Patreon, it should be in the description. We've had some little hinty tippies, little games, little teasers as to our upcoming campaign. The players were announced on the Discord, and there's little teasers as to what they are playing. If you want to find that out and get in on the guessing, go join our Discord, and you'll get the upmost updates, the newest updates on our next upcoming campaign, as well as the trailer for that campaign is on our YouTube channel currently, if you want to go watch that. Otherwise, I think we can just get right into it tonight. We have a full cast tonight, so let's get them introduced. We'll start with Grizlocke.
Hello, I'm Grizlocke. You can find me at the YouTube channel by that same name. And here for things. I'll be in the new campaign, you know. So, anyways, you can find me on this channel and on my Grizlocke channel. I will be playing Orlin, the half-orc wizard. So, let's do it.
Speaking of being here tonight, we have Bumbleskum.
Hey, it's your boy. Okay, I'm not muted. Hey, it's your boy Bumbleskum. I'm here, I'm playing. You can find me on the Twitter at Bumbleskum with a K, or you can follow my actual play podcast, IDL_RPGS. We've got a good 5e campaign going right now. Otherwise, if you want to listen to me right now, you could put up like all episodes of this show all at once and listen to me talk throughout of it, or just this one. I'm Heinlein.
Speaking of not being muted, we have Dyto.
Hello, I'm Dyto. You can find me on Twitter at Dyto11. For the next 2 weeks, you can catch me here on Wednesdays. And on Thursdays and Saturdays, I'm over at Party Wipe Games, where I play more 5e. And on Tuesday, I'll be GMing a one-shot that I wrote.
Nice.
Over on the Lost Caravan RPG at 8 p.m. Eastern? 8 or 8:30. I can never remember the time. And tonight,
go ahead,
I'm playing Felicity, the Tabaxi Artificer.
Oh. Speaking of Eastern time, we have TommieTaco.
What? Yeah, just representing the West out here. Hi, I'm Lordimus.
Sorry. I said the wrong name.
It's okay. I almost did too.
It's
You
actually
just reminded me.
It's actually good you did that, because last session I just want to be like, we should probably explain that Lordimus is TommieTaco.
Yeah.
Name
yes.
change, baby.
Name change. If only I could change my face.
Oh.
Hi, I play Zavros Weinren. You can find me here on Wednesdays and figure out what my character is in the Discord. For if you guess right, I'll give you a kiss, a virtual kiss. I'm not gonna go to your house and give you a kiss. That's the gas too high.
Let's
That's
move it
not
along
economic.
before we get in trouble here.
Speaking of changing face, we have Dr. Phage.
Hello! I'm here this week. I'm playing Liliana, the Dragonborn Cleric. You can find me on Twitter at Little Growth.
Yeah, be sure to go check out all my players on their various social medias and other games they are in/run. But tonight, we have Icewind Dale, where the last time our group had exterminated the Knoll vampire, making sure it couldn't escape from its icy prison and wreak its eternal hunger on the people of Icewind Dale. They then continued further into the caves of hunger, only to find more horrors and curiosities, among those being a large creature, tentacled creature hidden behind the ice that tried to probe their minds, but they were able to shake that off and drive the creature away as well. And they also found this strange block that they decided, let's touch this thing. It turned out to be a spitting mimic. And then Orlin said, hey, let's touch her again, and also got stuck. they continue further into the caves to find a grove growing underneath all of this ice, and a dryad who lived there too and was magically bound there to continue making sure it grew. Being able to overcome her charms, they took some pears and continued on down the path. But I wanted to cover a few things with Liliana when she was away. She actually did a little bit of a not communion. What's the word? What's the spell? Commune.
It is commune. It's just not communion.
Commune with her god before the long rest, and asked some questions. Amongst those was asking if they could send any. Let me get the exact wording for you, because I did exact word him on some of the questions. Can you send any aid for this battle? The response you got was that this god wouldn't be able to send any kind of physical aid, but with a 16 on your religion check, he does let you know that he can give you a gift, but only if you are willing to do anything to make sure that this task is completed.
Yes, Liliana is willing to submit to make sure that this task is completed.
All right, I am going to send you something, and you can choose to reveal it when you would like to. Hopefully I got all the wording correct on there. And you take some time to read it. I'll also ask you at this time if you would have wanted to take a purple pear because you were not there for it, and if you would like to eat it at this point.
Yes, I will take it and I will eat it.
All right, so if you could roll me a d20, please.
An 8.
An 8. Also kind of do an Arcana check.
Oh yeah.
As you're trying to figure out what this pear might have given you.
I got a 10.
A 10. I think you've seen. I don't know that you've seen the spell, but as you're like trying to play with the spell in your hands, you see your hands start to go transparent as you kind of pass the spell back and forth between them. You can cast invisibility as an action. No components are required. You can use this 3 times.
That's great.
Yeah. All right, so the rest of you are leaving this grove. A few of you took some pears but didn't eat them, from what I remember. And are continuing towards this western tunnel, where you were told some drow had passed through. So let me actually reveal areas. You continue down this long, winding tunnel. Yes?
Could you also reveal the map?
Yeah, we're still on the
of
splash
course.
screen.
Of course.
I want to know what you're revealing.
Silly of me. How absolutely foolish. You continue down this winding, frozen tunnel. It does eventually open into a larger room, but continues onward. You don't see any signs of anybody yet, but eventually you do come to a fork in the tunnel. One going to your east and one going to your west, as this tunnel kind of leads back northern.
Liliana, you've been quiet. Which way do you think we should go?
Well, I believe. Well, the path we're going down is the one where the drows were supposedly going to be, correct?
Yeah, so they went this way.
Let's go to the. I don't know if I technically see it, but I see a little something to the left. Let's go to the left.
Yes.
I believe you're being baited.
You start to go to the left. As you enter this area, icicles cling to the 20-foot high ceiling of this ice cavern. Embedded in the south wall is a domed circular building made of seamless black stone and decorated with faintly glowing constellations. A frost-covered statue of a human wizard stands outside of it, gazing outward from atop a 3-foot-high stone pedestal. The building and statue rest on a 5-foot-high curved stone platform enclosed by a low wall. So that the things, the stone-looking stuff right in front of you, is that low wall as well as that 5-foot platform, and the actual curved wall at the very back of this area is that building.
Okay.
And you said there were constellations, like stars?
Yes. Yeah, there's pinpricks of light all over this building, and they seem to make patterns. Some of the constellations you can make out. As of what constellations are in Faerun, I don't know. That's what I couldn't tell you.
But they look like constellations in Faerun?
Yes.
Is the Big Dipper there?
Yes. The biggest dipper.
That's what they call it here.
Yeah.
Zavros.
It's a dire bear.
Is there any signs of the drow being here before us?
I'm gonna take a look, I guess.
Do a survival check.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I just realized yet again I've not been adding my +2 to archery.
God damn it.
That's okay. It's only like nearing the end, you know?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a crappy roll.
I forgive you though. Last
was it
session I touched
survival?
it.
Survival, yeah.
I got an 11.
There are signs that something has been through here, whether it's the drow or not, you're not sure. Like, there's spots where there's scrapes in the, where some of the ice is that could either be claws scraping into it or crampons from somebody, like, slipping for a moment.
So, just so to help me clarify,
Yes.
Does it look like this is a dome and, like, the building might go into the ground?
It looks like
it just look like this is just the building, and it's not like. Does it look like it's a tower or something?
That back wall looks like a tower. Like, it goes from ceiling to floor.
Okay.
Yes.
It definitely looks like
mind.
something's been through here.
All right, everyone on guard. We don't know what these drow are looking for. Could be after the Countersign like us.
Yes.
Right.
It is. If it's like a 5-foot wall, Heinlein will start trying to like climb up it.
Yeah, you can climb over it pretty easily.
Can I inspect the? Is this like the statue or the frozen man?
Yes, that is the statue. So the statue, it's similar to other statues. Well, I don't know that you didn't see the ones in the spire. I'm trying to remember if you've seen any here.
Not the Countersign,
I don't
sorry.
think that I remember.
I didn't mean to say Countersign. I don't know.
You know what you meant.
Yeah.
But it's a human figure wearing these very ornate robes. And which way are they looking? Gazing outward, so they're looking away from the tower, but upward as well.
Okay. Might be nothing. I guess can I inspect the back wall to see if there's like any kind of like slit or entrance or something that might be buried in snow or.
Yeah, do an investigation.
Okay.
I'm just thinking back to how all the skeletons we saw had the Mistral necklace. I'm wondering if like that might be like a key or something. Can I look for maybe somewhere that like that would like slot into or something?
Yeah, you can also investigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Yeah, you like this building seems fairly solid. Unlike the one that you saw earlier that had a lot of cracks and things in it. This one seems to have survived a lot of the collision.
27.
27. You do not see any kind of keyhole for this thing, or any kind of door for that matter at this point.
Right.
All right, I'm not seeing any entrance into this building, so. And if you're not finding anything, then I think we should probably just move on for now. maybe come back to it if we run out of options.
All right.
I mean, that sounds like a good plan. If we're looking for Oriel, she may not be where the drow are necessarily.
Yeah. Well, my wondering was if we're able to get in through this tower, it might lead to more city or something.
Sure.
One moment here.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Did you tell me what I got after I ate my pear?
I didn't know that you ate it, so we can do that.
Okay,
but
I was
first,
like, and did he tell me and I threw it away on accident, or what happened?
but first, Heinlein, how did you move through there?
Uh-oh.
As you come down the stairs, I just need to see people's pathing. Heinlein.
Oh, me? Okay, I was like...
As you came down the stairs, where did you go?
Oh.
Which is where Zavros is standing right now, or where the stairs are.
Yeah. Where did I go?
Yeah.
To where...
Like, well, what path did you take to get there is what I'm looking for.
The stairs?
Yeah, just a straight path like that?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
assuming, yeah. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Move you for a second. Okay. Does a 22 hit you?
Yes. Yes, it does, actually.
As one of these large icicles from the ceiling drops,
Of course.
in a familiar sight. You don't hear the voice of your favorite person, but this is again those piercers dropping from the ceiling. You take oh god, wait. Hold on. How tall is the ceiling? I think it's only that. So 9 plus where are you in this book? Right here. It's quite a bit. 21 points of damage in total. Actually, wait, you're resistant to cold.
Yes.
So it's 15 points of damage total.
Okay.
As this large icicle shape connects in your back as you're trying to walk past it. And then this thing slumps onto the ground. Oh, I moved you again because he's underneath you. Hold on. There you go. And you can become a person now. And you can move back as this little guy's laying on the ground and begins to try and crawl again towards the wall.
Son of a bitch! And I wanna stab into it.
All right. Go ahead.
19.
19 hits.
Okay, check to get out of this.
Also, while he's doing this, Avros, roll me a d20 for your pair.
Oh, okay. 16.
We'll resolve that after we've finished this attacking.
It explodes. Darn.
Hell yeah.
8 slashing and 5 fire.
8 slashing and 5 fire. It's still crawling around like a little baby. But I will say that was the opportunity attack as it's trying to get away if you want to do another attack on it.
Alright, yeah. I'll just, I didn't know what to degree. That's probably a miss. And then the second one, also probably a miss because I rolled a 2 and then I rolled a 4 on the dice. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Yeah. So just scoot
But
out.
he's here.
Yeah.
He's slowly scooting to the wall. If anybody else wants to attack, they can. But first, Zavros, if you want to roll an Arcana check for me to see if you can figure out what you got.
I'd like to retcon something and say that my whispery person taught me about Arcana. No. Hey, well, I got a 13.
A 13. So you're again, you follow suit as to what you saw the other people doing when they were testing out there. They're new spells. And your hands begin to crackle with electricity. And I'm sure Orlin could tell you if you would like. I don't know if he wants to. But you gain the ability to cast Lightning Bolt. The spell save DC is 15. Used as an action, no components required. You can use this once.
I will not tell you what that is. You must learn from trial and error.
God, we're all gonna die.
Why is electricity coming out of my hands as I point it towards Orlin? Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys move through this room, just do it square at a time as this thing is crawling away. We're not in initiative.
Yeah. I'm just gonna shoot it with Eldritch Blasts until it dies.
Yeah, it does. It's not gonna make it back to the ceiling before you.
Just 7 blast.
Stare at the ceiling. Is that what you want? I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, as this piercer absolutely nails Heinlein, Liliana goes, "Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to do something before we left for today." And I'm going to cast a 4th level aid on Orlin, Heinlein, and Felicity. All of you increase your maximum and current hit points by 15.
Okay.
And that will last for 8 hours.
So you said 14?
15.
15.
I cannot get you, though, Heinlein. I apologize.
You can't get me.
No, I can only choose 3 people, so I chose.
I thought you
3
chose
people.
Heinlein.
Yeah, you had said me. That's why I had wondered.
Oh, that
Yeah, I was like, well,
mistaken.
Zavros is like, well, fuck me.
No,
You
yeah,
chose Zavros instead of Heinlein, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, I misspoke then.
And then you
Oh.
took a bunch of damage, but I'm giving everybody else this
Yeah.
HP.
Oh, that reminds me. Let me heal everyone who doesn't take damage usually.
Heinlein is fine. I'll heal him if he wants it.
It's good for me because I was down like half HP, so
Oh,
I appreciate it.
magical squares.
All right, so I'm gonna have Gel be like the person who goes ahead of me.
Okay.
So Gel's gonna go here,
He's fine.
here,
He's fine.
here.
He's fine.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
And then he's gonna keep moving ahead of me.
All right.
Just remember where I
follow.
stepped.
Square.
As I ran off.
One square. One square. Oh shit, I can't remember. One square. Simon says.
All right. As I get out into this, I'm assuming it's not as bad in here, but I don't know. Oh,
I'm gonna
now
see
there's
if
no
everybody else
opening.
can follow.
Follow the path.
Liliana
Yeah,
makes it through safely.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the path because I was looking for a pen. I go
Well, you're
here.
fucked.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
that I go here,
Okay.
here.
Okay.
I'm following Orlin.
I'm gonna stand inside of you at the Liliana.
Oh,
Oh.
Mhm.
And everybody walks through safely.
There you go.
All right. What's next?
I just picture Orlin be like, oh shit, I don't know where to go.
Looking for a
I wasn't paying
queer.
attention.
I was too busy distracted by the lightning.
Clinging to the 30-foot high ceiling of this cavern is a forest of icicles, some of which have grown to a length of 5 feet or more. Embedded in the south wall is a cylindrical domed building. I did say dome before. It is domed. I'm a fool. It does go through the ground, but it does dome at the top. Made of seamless black stone and decorated with faintly glowing constellations. Rime-covered statues of human wizards stand in front of this building, gazing outward from atop 3-foot-high stone pedestals. The building and the statues are raised by a 5-foot-high stone curved platform enclosed by a low wall, which stones leading up to it, which is basically it's the other side of the. Oops, come on. It's the other side of this. Damn it! It's roll 20 reveal area stuff. The other side of this building that you saw previously, but you do see there's a slight opening. Also, you'll see this room does get a lot larger. You see this once again this tunnel going upwards, a smooth tunnel, and this little dinky area back here.
What's the chutes and ladders?
Yeah.
Shh. Liliana.
That's it.
Yes.
I said countryside earlier. I forgot why we're actually here. Why are we here?
Oh, let me look back in my note-like memory that I have written down somewhere.
The fuck was it?
Shit. Bitch. It's something that controls the weave. It has a weird name. Mylothar. Mythalar.
Mythalar. Yes.
The Mythalar, which can
That was
interact
it.
directly with the weave, and Valine theorized would be able to control the weather as well.
That was it.
I will say though, Heinlein, as you are approaching, you do see two figures crouched behind these statues.
No, no.
Oh. Can I? Are they wearing? What kind of? Is it just kind of like they're just silhouetted, or is there a way to like?
You can like see parts of them peeking out. They think they're hiding from you. Is essentially what's
You
happening.
summon Gale behind him just to fuck with him.
Yeah, where? How?
idea.
5, 10, 15,
yeah.
20, 25, 30. Whereabouts? Which statues?
It's the two southwesternmost statues.
Okay. Gel disappears, and then he reappears right here.
All right. If you would
sorry.
like,
I step forward and then he does it.
yeah, you see a drow crouched behind there, or Gel sees.
Yeah.
Drow crouched behind there. And we'll go into initiative. So, Heinlein, do you tell this to any of your group?
Usually if I'm like approaching danger, and especially like, so Gel like, I like know something, and like I turn to give a glance to Gel, and he does the same thing. And he nods, disappears, packs, and I like put up my hand to like stop everyone, and like. I don't know. I probably don't say verbally anything, but like I put up the stop sign with my shield just to make sure people like are stop or like they notice that something's up.
He's doing the hand thing again.
I think that's
Is that an
supposed
actual
to
stop
mean-
sign painted to his shield?
So,
Yes,
Felicity,
it's no
you do
longer a
see
burden,
Heinlein
it's
hold
not.
up his hand.
Draw my bow.
I'm gonna move up just a little bit, just a quietly a little bit, not quite out of the hallway. Definitely not in front of Zavros. But just so that I can keep an eye on Heinlein. But I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna wait until he kind of gives the all clear.
Okay. With this then, the drow that you summon Gel behind turns frantically as he appears and is going to slash at him. Nat 20.
That's that'll hit.
Swings and Gil disappears.
Like he cuts through it like and he like evaporates like a I guess like a ghost, but no, he evaporates like a mist.
All right, everybody stay out of here. Turn around and go back the way you came. Is what he will say, and he stays there. Heinlein, it is your turn.
He said that in common.
Yes.
So it sounded like it was directed towards us.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna spend my let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna spend my bonus action. He's summoning Gal. Just back where he was. He like deforms and like reforms right back next to him. And I'm going to step right here. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Orlin, you hear this shouted out, and Heinlein doesn't seem to be backing down.
No, there doesn't have to be any conflict here. Perhaps we can work together.
We don't need any help from surface dwellers.
It's kind of fucked up.
Kind of a fucked up viewpoint you got there. Okay.
We may be surface dwellers, but we're quite useful. This is your final offer.
All of the things down here belong to House. I just had it. Delambra. We don't trust any of you. Turn around and get out of here, or you will the ones be paying. You what? My common isn't fluent.
We're really on. I tried.
Did I recognize the name of that house?
Roll a history, I suppose.
You want that interaction to be counted as anything, like action or anything?
No, that's fine. You're just talking. You didn't roll anything.
I rolled an 8.
Yeah, you, as far as I know, you haven't interacted with the drow houses as much, being a hermit. So, I think this is one that just isn't it isn't popular enough to have read about.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm just gonna step through. Excuse me. And I will just so like I sprinkle some ash on the ground, and these like shadows creep up behind the statue, and you see those spiritual hands come up and try and rake at the closest drow hiding behind the statue.
All right. Wisdom save, is it?
Yes.
How's a 15 do ya?
That is a fail, sir.
Whoa.
4 necrotic damage.
Ow. That's it. Now I've had enough. Anything else from Moreland?
No. Actually, how far can these guys move? They can move through, but they're like half something. Oh, these are allies, so actually it's fine. All right, I'm gonna have them scoot their way up in front of me to like protect me. So you watch the ghost zip over in front of me and just kind of arms up guard.
3's turn. Is 3 stuck back there again? I think.
Yeah, 3's gonna hang out.
Actually, wait. 3. Where 3's standing, he's gonna get hit.
Yeah, I was gonna bring.
Actually,
that
I think
up.
3's gonna take. 3's gonna take 2 shots at him here.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. 3.
First one's a 21.
I mean, yeah, that'll hit. 3 will be okay.
Second one misses. But he takes. Does he have any resistances?
No.
3 succumbs to the sphincter spikes.
He's immune to poison in most conditions, but other than that, no.
All right, he takes 21 points of damage.
No, That's not too bad.
No, that'll heal up in no time.
Oops, sorry, 3. They're scooting towards the walls.
Scooting boogie.
Here we go, dose it down.
No.
If he wants to attack those things, he can, but.
I think 3's going to. Just like as the one that falls out, I'm just gonna like take 2 slime attacks because he's got nothing else to do.
All right.
Right, yeah. A 17 and an 18 to hit.
Both will hit.
Ooh, rolled really good on them. Damage 10, 15. That is 23 damage.
Yeah, 3 destroys the piercer that fell and nailed him. And it is dead.
Yeah, then that'll be his turn.
All right. Then it will go to Zavros.
Yeah. I'm gonna move 10 foot forward.
10 foot.
1 step back. Nah.
Remember, there is a 5-foot wall up to this area, and he's behind a statue, so he might have some cover from where you're standing.
Okay, well, I will risk it for the biscuit. Can I see him at all?
I would say yes, just barely. He's gonna have. You are looking at the stairs rather than the wall, so he would have quarter cover.
Okay, I'm gonna say I got my bow out. Say, I'd rather not do this. As I aim my arrow at him, and bonus action, Slayer's Prey, and yeah, I'm gonna shoot at him.
All right.
Well, I think that might miss. Oh, that might help. I might hit this guy now. I might actually hit that guy now.
I shouldn't have to mention it. He just talked about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm stupid, man. That's a 16.
16 does miss still.
Yeah. Well, I'll shoot at him again.
Yeah, first arrow pings off the statue.
Okay, that is way better. 16 plus 8 plus 2. That's
that'll hit. That'll hit for sure, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you weave it right through the statue has its arm on its hip, and you put it right through the hole that the arm makes, right where the crook of the arm is.
Okay, so let me get my calculator out, because I'm terrible at my math. So that's that, plus my Slayer's Prey. That's another 5. So if Gale's there, I keep asking this question. Do I get sneak attack since Gale's there?
I'll say yeah.
Okay.
He counts as an ally, I think.
Turns out Gale hates my fucking guts.
I probably ruled that differently earlier. I think I ruled it as a spiritual weapon, but for now I'm gonna rule it as an ally. I don't care.
That's plus. Okay, so altogether it's the 10 piercing plus the 5 from Slayer's Prey. I think it's Slayer's Prey, and then another 10 for the sneak attack.
You know the total.
Yeah. It's 25.
25. Perfect. All right. Big hit of the arrow as you hit him right underneath the rib cage. And it was a big blow, but he still stands.
I really would rather not have to do this.
It doesn't seem that way.
I mean, you're the one who won't back down.
Have we attacked any of you?
I mean, you've talked a lot of shit.
We'll see how much shit I talk. This guy is gonna step forward, and he's going to swing at Gale now. What do you get, sir? 17 to hit.
Miss.
Second swing. Gonna miss as well. So he takes 2 swipes, and Gale just blocks both of them. And he'll say, yes, sir, Beck, we got a problem out here. And from within the tower, you'll hear, keep those surface dwellers out of here. Go forth, my demon. Make sure they do not get the secrets that lie beneath. And something begins to form outside next to these drow.
Did he say demon?
I want to make sure I got the range of this first. 60. So he will put it right here. And I will make it so you can see it. As this large dark demon with these shadowy wings spread behind its summons next to Gale.
So, just a few questions. We can't see this guy who summoned this zombie, this demon, correct?
You hear the voice come from within inside the tower.
Okay. So I don't think I could counterspell if it was a spell, because I think I need to see them. Cool. Just wondering.
Let me look up counterspell because you saw where it was going, technically. But I think you need to
When
see
you
the
see
caster.
a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yep.
see him.
Yeah, you weren't able to see him because he's inside the tower. So yeah, that is Liliana's turn now.
Well, I mean, I was going to give you another chance, and then you summoned a demon, so you're kind of forcing my hand here. I'm gonna step up next to Heinlein, because I know he can protect me if I'm within 5 feet of him, like a good friend. And I didn't fully think about what I was gonna do. Yeah, I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon right next to this demon, right in front of his face.
What?
I'm going to also take my attack with it once it appears. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Ooh, roll the damage.
Roll again, right? At 20?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can roll again too to see if it does extra stuff.
I got an 18, not a 20 though.
Roll the damage.
And so that is 14 force damage to this demon.
What?
And then for my
14
action,
you said? Sorry, I
Yes.
instantly forgot.
14. All right. I'm going to also then, as it appears and takes a swing, going to do a Sacred Flame, so I need a Dexterity saving throw, please.
Alright, dexterity saving throw from this thing.
DC 16.
It failed terribly.
Cool, that is 12 radiant damage to it as well.
Yeah, you hear it scream out as this seems to burn this thing. Oops. As it takes the damage of the Sacred Flame.
And that's my turn.
Alright, it is the demon's turn. Taking this burn, it's going to turn and jump at you, Liliana.
Fair.
This is rough terrain, so it does take it a little bit more to get over. Oh wait, let me double check them. It might be able to fly.
Think
It
those
can.
Demons can fly.
It's gonna put us over in the freaking danger over here, but it wants you, and it's gonna swing at you.
Okay.
Yep, cocked it. Okay, better for you. It got a 7.
Yep.
It misses as this light seems to have it's like covering its eyes still as it goes to slash at you and completely misses. It
As
is.
it-
Oh yeah, go ahead.
As it misses me, I just look at it and like, well, now you really fucked up coming closer to us.
Felicity, it is your turn.
Do I know what kind of demon this is?
Do a religion check.
It's a natural 17 plus 9, 26.
From what you can tell, this is what's called a shadow demon. You can, especially because it like trails off down into the ground where it kind of pools in this inky blackness. You can tell that radiant damage really freaking hurt. But it does resist a lot of non-magical things as well. As well
Would
as a lot of elements. I should say.
Okay. I really seem to not like that radiant damage there. Not something that I can help with, really, but should I take a chance? Or just go for tried and true?
Dealer's choice. There's also a couple of drow up ahead that we haven't dealt with either.
Would I have an idea of what its constitution is like with a 26?
No, I think I gave you a little too much because I know some classes like actually do that stuff. So I was being nice.
I'm gonna do this anyways. I need a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
All right, DC 17 con save. It
The shadow.
passed.
Okay, never mind. It didn't work. But I'll still shoot him. I was trying to levitate him so he couldn't
Okay.
move. but I will still shoot him with my force ballista.
All right.
For a 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
8 for 15 force damage, and it's pushed back 5 feet.
15 force damage. As this ballista nails into it and pushes it backwards away from you, Liliana. All right. Then it will be the Drow's turn, who's still tangling with I almost called him Gru. Gal over here.
Nah.
He's gonna swing and take care of him in one swipe.
Okay.
And then he's gonna continue forward. Come on, we gotta get rid of these Scourge. He'll run forward, take his second swipe on you.
Okay.
The second swipe goes for a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, let's do some damage, shall we? We got 8 piercing alongside only 3 poison damage. As he,
I am resistant to poison.
there you go. Then it's down to 1.
Yeah,
So what did I say? 8? Was it 8 slashing? Was that right?
Yes.
8 slashing. Yep.
Yep. 8 piercing. It's I don't know why it's piercing. It's a short sword.
That's right.
But it's a short sword. So I'll say slashing. It's whatever. It doesn't matter really to you. But yeah, slashed you with the sword that you can see is dripping with poison, but you do resist. It is your turn, Island.
All right. Seeing like him like stab into me, like I can kind of feel like the poison going in, and I'm like rejecting it out of my body. The demon's there, but I'm not like. I think that's more Liliana's camp at this point. So I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to bonus action resummon Gel right there. So Gel's blocks him from coming any further. And then I am going to like, it's almost like as he's breathing, like instead of like the cold, it looks a little bit more illuminated, almost like the like ghosts or something coming out of him. And his eyes glow from a piercing blue to a piercing red as I like reach out and touch at this guy. Oh, son of a gun. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does not hit.
Does not
For
hit.
God's blessing.
There you go.
Plus
Oh,
10.
there we
That's
go.
a 27 now.
27. Okay.
Doesn't hit? No, it does.
Can you imagine?
He's
Shit.
not there. Okay. Ooh. He takes 17 necrotic damage.
Ooh, big boy
And
damage.
I heal half of that.
I had a feeling if you're casting a spell, it was a good thing to make it hit.
Yeah. Oh, fine. I'll do it myself. I say as I heal.
Anything else from Island?
Bonus action spell. No, I am good.
All right. Then it should be Orland's turn.
I could send this demon back to the abyss, but it'll cost me a high-level spell. Worth it?
I think we can kill it.
All right. I'm gonna command my 2 specters to push up and swing at the demon.
Alright.
It's okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the roll. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
10 necrotic damage, which I'm sure it resists, but
And the slash doesn't seem to do as much. He
So
seems
that's-
to lean into it.
that's 1. It also has its max HP reduced by that amount, but I don't know if that matters.
Maybe. I'll never tell.
And the other one completely misses a natural 2.
All right.
Then I am going to look at the demon and let's see. I've got a whole lot more to work with here. I'll create a bonfire under it.
Okay.
So I just need a dexterity save.
Fails.
Sweet. All right, 2d8. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 fire damage.
And fire damage. All right. It's crackling under its feet. You can see some of the inky shadow underneath it begin to disappear, but it's still there.
All right, and I just keep concentrating on that bonfire.
All right.
And that's my turn.
3. Do you want to do anything?
3's gonna move over, but not move in because I don't.
3's gonna take another drop.
Oh dang it!
It is gonna miss 3 though. Another thing that splats on the ground and begins crawling away.
Hold on. He heals 10 because it's the start of his turn. I mean, if he can't do anything else, he's gonna take 2 swings.
At the one that fell on him.
Yes.
All right.
Probably only gonna hit once though. So that's I rolled a 9 and then a 19.
19 will hit. Yes.
Okay. 12 damage to it.
Max it as he begins to walk away. Let's see, just for fun, if he actually killed it. Close. So it took a bunch of damage when it hit the ground too. But it's still up. Then it goes to Zavros.
All right, I'm gonna pop 2 arrows on that drow that's going down the stairs.
All right.
Wow. Okay, I got a 18 plus 2, so dirty 20, and then a 21.
Both will hit.
Okay, so let's do it. Oh, that's terrible. Right off the bat. Yay. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's not so bad.
Just a range of emotions over there.
I don't know. So altogether, it would be 19 damage for both attacks.
All right.
But I didn't do this last time, and his homie is like 30 foot away, and I'm going to use my Wells of the Grave on him, and I'll roll one of my sneak attacks.
All right.
Say
2.
adding a +2.
So he'll take, his homie will take 2, what kind of damage is it? Necrotic? Yeah, necrotic.
2 you said?
Yeah.
All right. It will then be this guy's turn. So you also run over 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, and he is going to also engage with Heinlein. First swing is going to be an 18, which misses. Second swing will be a 24.
That'll hit.
Oh, big boy. Oops, I just threw one of my dice. So 6 slashing and 9 poison, half to 4.
Okay.
It's another big slash. Oh god, did I not read all of your guys' abilities? I sure did not. Cool.
I maintain concentration.
Oh, that's fine. We'll remember that. It is then, as they are both engaged with you, they will yell back, Yezelbeck, go, get our reinforcements. You will see a man step out of the tower, another drow. He says, we're not quite done here, as he puts his hand up to cast a spell.
Ooh, what does this spell look like?
It looks like a spell.
I will screw it. I'm gonna counterspell this one.
What level?
3rd.
3rd. Roll for me, please.
Oh, Shadow, don't move it. My cat is sitting like right next to my dice tray. Do I add anything to that, or is it a flat roll?
You roll your spell casting modifier.
Okay, 15.
15 just makes it
Okay.
as the spell dies in his hand. Damn it, Yoru. I will go after you, spellcaster.
It was him.
You're by yourself.
I look over to my left. Oh shit.
It is then Liliana's turn.
How is Heinlein looking health-wise? Is he doing okay? Do you use another little top-up, buddy?
I'm almost half.
Okay, well
That's why I started using spells that heal me.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were that low.
I only took 20 damage to the Snowpiercer, and then you healed everyone else.
Heinlein has a lot of health because Liliana has a decent amount.
They also fought a spitting mimic earlier.
Oh yeah, I wasn't tracking how much health you had lost from that. In that case, I am going to. Heinlein doesn't like me touching him though, so it limits my options. Yeah, I'm gonna do a 3rd level healing word because Heinlein gets weird. Let people touch me. This is a character choice Bumble has made. I rolled pretty good though. 4, 7, 10. You get 14 healing from that.
Ooh. Thank you.
Yes, and then I am going to
What's the healing word? What word do you say to him?
Heal.
Heal, like seeing the spell that she helped fire off and say, you just had to ask if I can touch you, I can do more, as she heals you up. And then for my action, I am just going to do another Sacred Flame, so I need another Dexterity saving throw, please.
Fails.
Cool. Ooh, not as good. 8 radiant damage to it.
As this radiant light engulfs this demon, it starts to rip into its body and then tears it apart as blasts of shadow get scattered across the cave, and it is gone.
Oh, I think that was doing far more damage than I thought it was doing.
It's weak to radiant.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was, but that
I think
definitely.
I think it's like a CR4 monster.
Yeah, it's very strong little guy.
In that case as well, I'm just going to take another step forward so that I'm on the other side of Heinlein to provide another target for the drow.
All right.
This wizard was like, go my demon and destroy these surface dwellers. And it's a dinky little level 4 comes.
Felicity.
I'm going to take one step over. I think that would give me line of sight on both of them. Yeah. And then I am going to cast haste on Heinlein.
Okay, I'll bring that up.
And then I'm gonna shoot the guy in front of Gil as my bonus action with my little
All right.
cannon. For a 21.
Going to whip.
For 16 force damage, and it's pushed back 5 feet.
As he's pushed back 5 feet, fully feet off the ground as this blast hits him in the chest, and he falls dead.
I think I'm gonna move a little bit more so 3 can get through to the other side of Orlin. That way 3 can get through if he wants.
All right. Heinlein.
Heinlein is actually going to his red piercing eyes like look over to the drow, and I'm gonna give him my Hexblade curse, so I can heal more. So then I reach out with my with my touch. Oh boy, not gonna hit. So that would be a 16, which we know misses.
That does miss.
But I do get another action that is just an attack, and so I will attack this guy. Oh, did I? Is that? Oh baby, I think I crit him. I did because my Hexblade curse I crit him. I got a 19 on the die.
Nice.
Okay. That's more damage. Oh, I wasn't prepared for this. So sorry. No, sorry. 21 damage.
I do want to ask, were these two different kinds of attacks?
Yes, why?
Did you use anything other than just attacking twice? Because when you use just your normal multi-attack, you have to attack from the same source both times.
No, so I didn't do any multi-attack. So what I did was
Okay.
I did my spell, and then haste gives me another action that I can use for
Correct,
one
you're right.
attack.
I just wanted
So
to double check.
that's what I did, yeah.
Everything's kosher here.
So it's just, that'll be 21 damage.
All right.
And then
You're hasted.
I am going to unleash Incarnation, and Gel is going to have a go at it.
All right.
Probably misses. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit.
20 does hit. Okay. That'll be 12 damage.
He is going to parry this. So he adds 3 to the AC. So it does miss now.
Okay.
I had to double check. It was 3 instead of 2. Yes. So he does parry this. It brings the sword up.
Oh,
and
you know
flips
what?
the Gale's attack.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I can do that. Then I am going to action surge.
All right.
And stab into him.
Yeah.
17. That's over 20.
Yeah. As he goes to deflect Gale's blade, you stab him right in the gut.
That would be 11 damage.
11 damage. He still sounds.
Okay. That one's over 20 as well. That would be 12 damage.
All right.
All right, that's I've run out of chances to swing at this guy.
Some
All
big
right.
hits.
Yeah. That's it from me.
All right, Orlin.
That'd be too short. That guy's still up, huh? That drow there.
Fucking fortunately,
Damn.
he parried Gal.
I think he was at full health at the start of your turn, so that's
Yeah.
still.
So,
So,
All right, so I'm gonna turn that bonfire, like kind of like move it to underneath the drow.
okay.
That Heinlein's been fighting.
He's gonna fail his dex save.
Dex save. Okay, perfect. 6 fire damage.
All right.
He's still up, I'm assuming.
Still up.
So so I'll send my one of my specters over to give a swing.
All right. Swing away.
A nat 20. Hey, that's
Yeah, that'll hit.
bad. All right. 3. Shit. 2, 3. Okay. So that's gonna be 5. 15. 21. 25. I double all the die, right? 25.
Yeah.
I usually
29?
roll double the dice.
Okay.
29.
29
yeah.
then.
29. Yeah.
Necrotic.
He die.
All right.
He died from that. It's a big slash of necrotic energy comes out.
All right, this is let's try and snag that
Ooh,
caster before he gets
I-
away.
I absorbed this guy's soul.
Absorb soul.
I move up a little closer as I try and yell to have the others push forward. I'm also gonna have this other specter get this a little bit closer too, but he can't do anything else. That's it.
All right. 3. What are you doing, bud?
3 is going to do what Orlin said, because that was Liliana's plan already. Is it going to cost me extra movement to get through this little choke point?
Not that one, but the stairs would be if you were trying to go up the stairs.
Yeah, I think he has enough movement anyway to get where I want to go. Yeah, so it's 50 feet to get right next to him, so even if I need a little bit of difficult terrain, I should be able to get with a dash. 3 is going to run right up on this dude.
All right.
But that was his dash action, so that's all he's got.
So then it is Zavros' turn.
So, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I could have ran right up on him and attacked because I realized my arrows were becoming dangerously low. So what I'll do is, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll still dash. Would you allow me to dash, but I'm drawing my short sword as I dash?
Yeah,
like I'm
that's
not
fine.
attacking, but
Yeah,
Okay.
D&D doesn't have rules for switching weapons, so I never invoke them. I know some DMs do, but I personally don't.
so what I want to do is run all the way up here and get right on the other side of this brow.
Okay.
And I just kind of point my sword at him, and that'll be my. Wait. So question.
Yeah.
It is a bonus action to do this. Whenever you dash, does it uses every action you have, or can you still do a bonus action? Because I just want to make that my Slayer's Prey or whatever. Like,
Yeah, you can
whenever I
use
get there.
you can use your action to dash instead of your bonus action. Because rogues can dash as an action,
oh, that's true.
so you could use that as your bonus
So I
action.
can
or
still
your action.
attack him. So I'll still attack him. I'd rather still attack him.
Okay.
So I use
Yeah,
my
you can do
bonus action to dash.
Alright.
So I'll swing twice. That is it's a different modifier here. That's a 17 plus 7, 24,
That'll hit.
and a 12 plus 7.
That'll also hit.
Okay. Is 3 considered an ally?
Yes, he is.
Heck yeah. Oh, that's a lot better than the last time I rolled a d8. So that's 10. Oh, nope, I rolled the wrong die. This is d6s because it's a short sword. Back with the points. So that is 4 piercing. My short sword says piercing too. So yeah.
I guess
4
you stab
piercing,
with short swords instead of
I guess.
slashing with them.
And, I'll roll my sneak, which is an additional 5. So that's 9 points of damage. And then my extra uses 5. So 5, 14 altogether for both
14.
attacks.
Together or 14 or separate or 14?
Together are 14.
Okay.
So both the attacks, like the only difference is I rolled a 9 and then I rolled another d6 because my other attack hit, and that adds 5 more piercing.
You just slash him twice. He turns to give you this death glare as blood is dripping out of him. Fine. Take it all. The drow will be here before long. And he's going to attempt to Misty Step here.
Well, shit.
You know, no, it's probably not worth counterspelling, is it? Let him run.
10, 15, 20, 25. Uses part of his movement. He like grips his feet into this ice. He has to make a check because it is hard to climb. He starts trying to climb up this thing, this tunnel, but then slides back down to the bottom, and he turns frantically to look at all of you like a trapped animal who is trying to climb up this tunnel. It is Liliana's turn.
This makes it easier because this was still my plan. I'm gonna run up right next to him, and I'm gonna try and grapple this fool.
All right, go ahead and grapple.
Oh, I mean, hopefully he sucks because I only got a 6 on my athletics.
He doesn't suck. He just like, again, just a cornered animal, just ducked underneath you as you try to grab him.
It's like breaking all stereotypes. I'm a fit wizard.
And then as a bonus action, I'll just move my spiritual weapon over here, just in case.
All right. It is then going to be Felicity's turn.
I'm gonna try something different. What is the ability score for the Vicious Mockery? Is it my spell save? Or does it say?
Let me check. DC 15.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go. You can't even climb an ice wall, and I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. So a
He
DC
fails.
15.
Fails terribly.
Alright, so it's 2d4?
It's a 5th level Vicious Mockery.
I believe it's 2d4.
So whatever you add to be up to 5th level.
Let me just check. Make sure it's 2d4. Yep, 2d4 plus disadvantage on the next attack against it. So 6 psychic damage.
6 psychic damage.
And so that was one of my uses. And then I'm gonna shoot him.
All right.
With my blaster. I'm not gonna be able to tango with this guy. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Not so great. 7 force damage.
7 force damage.
He gets pushed back 5 feet, but if that's like
He
an ice
slides back down, yeah. Goes up and slides down. All right. It is then Heinlein's turn.
That was kind of
Highland will step up to him, and
Oh yeah, I would have moved back.
All right.
it's a lot easier to contain him if you knock him out first. And then I'll take a swing on him.
Oh, please, let me go. I'm defenseless.
Does a...
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's, unless you got a below 12,
15.
yeah.
Okay, 15 hits, okay.
This poor defenseless
That
old man.
is 13 damage.
You still up?
Trying to knock him out.
He tried to cast a spell, didn't he?
Yeah.
Summoned a demon.
He misty stepped.
I will then...
The demon did nothing. Defenseless.
I kind of want to
He just tried to cloud kill you all. It's
top
fine.
myself off, but...
He walked out acting like he was the boss, and he got his ass beat, and now he's like, I want to deal with this.
12?
12 hits, right on the money.
12 hits right on the money. That's 10 damage.
Are you trying to knock him out or actually kill him?
I'm trying to knock him out.
Yeah, you hit him with the butt of your sword, and he just
Right in the
goes limp.
skull until he stops talking.
His head just flops backwards. This long, white, stringy hair falling over his face as he does so.
Here's something, and I kind of want to... All right. I want you to stabilize him in just a moment.
I prepare a spare the dying,
Okay.
or whenever after whatever Heinlein does.
Well, he's not gonna die because he's.
No, I know, but I'm gonna.
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying for Liliana.
I want to top my HP off.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay.
I want to just vampire touch him real quick and then let
Just
Liliana
psychopath is
save
what we
him.
got going on here.
Yeah. That's it. So I just grab into him and I just start sucking life energy out of him until I feel sated. And then
All right.
Damn.
Maybe
What?
the vampire in my vision was Heinlein all along.
Does vampire touch, does it rely on them having a sort of amount of HP?
no,
Or
it's just I do
touch.
3d6 damage to him, and then I heal half of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So that's why I wanted to like make sure that she was ready to go to heal this guy, because otherwise I could have easily absolutely killed him right there.
I think Liliana like was ready and then saw what you did and was like, "Oh, I wasn't like a little bit like wasn't expecting that to happen, but still does spare the dying on this dude."
I just like absorb part of his soul real quick, and I'm ready to go.
This is good. This is good. I was just going to cast Speak with Dead, but no, don't have to waste a spell.
Yes. Heinlein, do you need any more healing? You good, bud?
You see him like take a deep breath, and you see like lingering spiritual energy like kind of flow in as he's breathing. No, I think I'm fine.
All right. Okay.
You said there was more of them down here.
He's still unconscious, by the way.
Yeah, I was
So
just,
Heinlein knocked him out and then sucked him, and you're saying that.
I was
To
just saying that to the rest of the group.
Heinlein sucked him off, and then Liliana brought him back. It's like,
I'll keep an eye out from the tower area.
Oh yeah, I'll peek into this hole while they're doing their thing because I'm over here.
into the building.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Sir.
Yes, sir. Massimo.
More?
Look inside of this area. Much of this building has collapsed, but the front room is intact and also free of ice and frost. The remnants of smashed furnishings suggest that the room once served as a wizard's workshop. Atop a splintered table is a brimstone cube, small enough to hold in one hand. The air around the cube ripples as it seems to be putting out enough dry heat to warm the room. And I gotta go turn on my lights, so roleplay for a second. I can't read, it's too dark.
I was kind of expecting 20 drow just to be lined up in there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
I mean, I guess
this
if Zavros
Sorry.
says that all to us while we're kind of down below, is he's
Zavros won't.
okay. I have nothing to roleplay about.
I'm back, so. You guys can do what you need
Zavros
to
just
do.
walks into the room while they're all hovering over this body.
I'm watching you at the door.
Yeah, I'd be keeping an eye out on the door, like where you're going in, just because they said to get reinforcements. So Liliana assumes there's another tunnel leading somewhere else in that room.
Yeah.
Not that she knows, but
Well, you know that drow was fleeing up this tunnel.
He's also a wizard. He might have just been sending messages to people.
Yeah, Harry Wizard.
true.
So if it wasn't clear during the combat, the two guys with the swords told him to go to get the reinforcements. Then he tried to cast a spell, wasn't able to. Fled over here, wasn't able to get up. Because he didn't have time to cast fly, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yes, you guys, you touched the cube. Let me double check what you're getting yourself into. As you get close to this cube, it begins to get warmer, and you can tell that this cube is giving off some kind of heat, and that must be what's making it so that there isn't any frost or rime.
I lightly
within
tap the
this room.
cube.
Yeah,
I don't want it to be hot.
it's not. It doesn't burn you, but it is very warm.
I'll grab it
Yeah, you can pick it up.
and I'll just
It's a nice relief to what you've been dealing with. Like you've had fire, but you aren't like it's like the stones that you used during those trials, but better.
and there's as a peek around the room, doesn't look like there's any other way in there or out. That's where I came
It does
in.
not. The rest of this building seems to have collapsed, at least on this floor, and you weren't able to see any entrances from any other exposed part of the tower.
I'll just walk out.
Alright.
So there's like nowhere else to go inside that room, but I did find this really warm and heartwarming cube as I kind of hold it like
As-
really close to myself.
As
I'm
Zavros holds
running
it up,
over
you
there.
can see the air like rippling out from it.
I want to run up there and like take a look at it while he's like holding it. You know, just like.
I'm gonna hold it out and say, "No, you tell me what this is." As my hands turn to like
Just lightning. Fuck it. I don't know.
Lightning, fuck it. It was lightning bolt.
Lightning
fuck
bolt.
it.
If he shows you the cube, you can do an Arcana check.
Yeah, I'm showing the cube.
Arcana check.
The only other thing
that's
while
not
that's
great.
happening, with this knocked out drow, if he has a book on him or like a staff or a wand or any like weapon type
Yeah.
things, I'm gonna take that off of him.
That's
Yeah.
this guy.
If he has an
Uh,
obvious belt pouch or something like
Do
that.
an investigation check.
You wanna help me out on this, Heinlein?
By the way, if
What I
you're waiting for that drow to wake up, you might want to tie his hands together. I've seen Heinlein do weird shit with his hands when he casts spells. You know, in case he wakes up.
I rolled a 16 on the Arcana.
Orlin, you know that this is a
I can also pull up Professor Scant if that helps.
it's a thermal cube.
So it's not the Mythalar.
Not the Mythalar, no. Wouldn't it be nice if it was that easy? So
Table.
Just sitting there.
Just laying out on the table.
Found this crazy magical shit. I just drop it and break it.
You found it. That's the Mythalar.
and like as you're holding, you can see like any of the ice that's covering the floors around Zavros or anything is beginning to melt. And you know from reading up on magical items, it's a cube that it creates enough dry heat to keep the temperature within 15 feet of it at 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
Holy shit.
Ooh, hot.
35
I
degrees Celsius.
am
for
the
those of
morning
you-
lock as I hold the cube up.
That's very warm.
You're positive there was no other entrances in there?
I didn't see anything, and as far as if there's anything else lying around, honestly, this cube is what caught my attention, and it looked really warm.
This does the obvious. It's just warm shit up. But very warm.
Fine, I'll keep it to myself then. You can freeze tonight.
What did our investigation check get?
I got a 14.
A 14.
Fucking add a 1 to that.
15.
15. On Yezelbeck, you find a spider silk satchel that has a book in it, a spider-shaped brooch made of obsidian and engraved with a symbol of something, and half an empty bottle with some kind of liquor inside. As you take a sniff of it, it smells very fruity.
Wine cooler.
Wine cooler.
Mike's hard. Black cherry.
As you look at the book, you see it does have black leather covers, and you flip through the pages, and they have a weird sponginess to them. It's not like normal parchment. They kind of have a give to them.
Yeah, gross. I'm going to. Does the brooch look magical, or does it just look fancy?
Do an Arcana check.
Ooh, I'm great at those. Yeah, that's an 8.
Can I give you?
It looks really fancy. You don't know if it has any kind of magical
Here.
ability.
I'm gonna look at it.
Okay.
$15.
You've seen things like this before. It's just a very expensive brooch of a house.
Okay. This I think this might be just kind of looks like it might be some kind of sigil of their house. I don't think it's anything special to us, I guess.
All right then. Yeah, I'll take the book. I'll take the bottle, shove that in my bag. We'll investigate that later, and then hold up the book. Orlin, I found a weird spongy book. If you want to take a look at it.
Is it human skin?
Spongy book.
No.
Oh, good. Okay, I was just wondering. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way from across this room.
And then I do have rope. I will tie up this drow as well.
All right, you tie him up.
All right. What? May I see it?
Yes. It was a weird spongy book.
Yeah, spongy book.
Yeah, you flip through these pages and again, spongy pages. They are thin. It's not like they're thick pages, but they do have like a sponginess to them. And flipping through, you can tell this is a spell book. Notable spells within. I'll give you all the spells later, but notable spells are Cloud Kill, Avard's Black Tentacles, Fabricate, Fly, Lightning Bolt, and anything else really cool? Witch Bolt, Web. Otherwise, there are some other typical spells.
Fabricate's a cool spell.
Cool. There seems to be another spell book. Do you mind if I hold on to this?
I have literally no use for it.
What's the spongy material?
Do a nature check.
Okay, I was gonna
Or
say can I
history.
do medicine,
I'll allow
but
history as well.
they're both +5, so it doesn't matter. History. Oh, you said I could do history.
Yeah, you can do history this way.
It's not great, but it's a 13.
13. So, knowing that drow come from the Underdark, you've heard of, because they don't have a lot of tree. I can't say they don't have trees, so I don't know enough about the Underdark. Or there's some weird, stupid tree down there or some nonsense. But
You stupid tree.
but most of the time, they're using a more hardy and fibrous mushroom.
No.
Called I just had the word here. I've been staring at it and I wanted to say it, but here we are. It's gone now. Bye. Goodbye forever.
I feel like it started with a PH or an F.
Starts with a T. Why did it disappear on me? Black. Where does it say black book again? Damn it. All right. Well. Oh, here it is. Trillimac. And they use it for like all of their building and everything. Even it's their version of tree wood.
Okay. All right. What now? We wait for him to wake up and question him. Sounds like he was running off to find more of his friends.
Yes, I mean, if we can know where they are, either to avoid them or if they know of anything where Oriel might be,
Yes.
may speed up our search here.
I'd suggest, because if they're coming in here, they have obviously very different knowledge sources than we do, which means they might have a better idea of something we don't know.
Perhaps you ask them if they've made any discoveries so far down here, what they are, how many of them are here, you know.
Yeah.
I actually might be able to assist in some way with that. I'm pretty sure I have an ability. Well, I mean, he would know what was going on, but I mean, he wouldn't necessarily be able to lie to us. Don't hate me, man. I just found out earlier when I was looking through my stuff, I should have added Zone of Truth like a while ago.
Did you figure that out before or after the +2 to archery?
Well after. I was like, what do I get if we level up? If I decide to put a 7th level, and I was like, oh, there's 2 spells I haven't added to my list.
Well, it's good to see that you've been learning new things, Avros. I'm quite happy about that.
Got this warm cube.
Yeah.
It's quite
Everyone is
warm.
comfortable right now. So comfy.
Speak for yourself.
Might even be too warm with all your winter clothing.
Yeah, Liliana is starting to sweat.
I
It's
back
gonna
away
suck
with
when
the
you
cube.
leave the 50-foot radius and it starts to freeze.
Yeah.
we immediately get hypothermia and fucking die. I'm gonna wrap the cube up and put it away for now.
Do we want to take it easy while we're waiting for the sky to wake up? Perhaps in a short rest-like fashion?
Well, then where are you going?
Oh. Well, since Zavros is doing that, I walk into this room, just this cove, just to see if there's anything.
It's just a
Special.
dead end area.
Just, random cove for some reason the game designers put here. Okay.
It's a short rest.
Ah, yeah,
Yes.
short rest. Yeah, so let's do a short rest over here.
It's a good place for you to take a piss.
Sit by the campfire.
Zavros, do you want me to put that in my bag, or would you just like to carry the bag with it inside?
I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, the only thing I've learned not to trust you with is alcohol, so. No, I'm kidding. He
I
doesn't say
gave that back.
He doesn't say that. He'll say,
I'm gonna
yeah.
take.
He'll
I'm
give
gonna
it to
take
you.
the 3 gems. Were they like amethysts or rubies or something?
I think they
Out
were
of the bag
amethyst,
of
yeah.
holding. I'm gonna keep those, and then I will give Zavros the bag of holding.
Oh, no.
It's a different bag of holding.
Yeah, it's a different
I
bag
know.
of holding.
I know. It's just there's so much responsibility.
But there's also a Chardolin ring in there.
Check for holes in the bag, Zavros.
I check for holes in the bag.
You put your
Was I
hand in,
able-
and it's a dimensional space that you move around in.
I go into the bag. No, I'm kidding.
No, Zavros, no!
If I don't return in 10 minutes, assume I am dead.
All right, so are you guys sitting down for a short rest then?
If we
Yeah.
have time while we're waiting for this dude to wake up, I can outright heal him if we don't want to take a short rest, but I know Heinlein used spells, and then he gets all of his spells back.
True.
That's fair. Most of my features are on a short rest timer.
Yeah, I can get I can get some of my channel divinities back too on a short rest.
Yeah, I
so-
can use an
Alright.
arcane recovery. Whatever. My pearl.
All right.
How long does that temporary HP you gave me last?
It's not temporary HP, but it's for 8 hours, so that increases your current maximum by 15 for the next 8
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
So, Baka, I want to,
Yes.
since we're talking about taking a short rest here, I want to throw this out to you. I summoned my specters. It was sometime after, I think it was shortly after, like, the first, like, upside down hole thing we found with the safe inside. So I don't know if it's been 24 hours yet, because we've long rested.
It hasn't quite been 24 hours. It's getting there, though.
Okay. I just want to throw that out there to you.
Yeah. All right. So while you guys take your short rest, we will also take a short rest for the stream. Not quite an hour long short rest, but it'll be a couple minutes while we
Come
get
back
some
in an hour, we'll be here.
some snacks and drinks and potty. We'll see you guys in a second.
Bye.
Hello, everybody. Back to Icewind Dale and Frostmaiden.
Okay.
What?
Our group had just began a short rest after defeating a group of drow they found within this tower underneath the Reghead Glacier in the Cave of Hunger. And while they're doing that, if there's anything you want to talk amongst yourselves, this drow that you have in your captivity is still unconscious for the time being.
I want to sneak away during my short rest.
Okay.
Stare.
Do a stealth.
Where's everybody resting? Are we in this cove?
I thought we were going into the alcove. That's
Either-
why I went into the
Either way, I'm
alcove.
just gonna like go wander my way toward this like wizard tower thing. I definitely look like I'm trying to be sneaky, so let me roll this to see how obvious I am. 4, 5, 6, 7. So Orlin obviously like tiptoes away. And then when I'm in, what's up?
I was just gonna say, like, as Liliana notices you tiptoeing away, just like mentally says to 3, who's still out in that main area, just make sure nothing attacks him. Defend him if he gets attacked.
Ythrin Defender 0003 will protect Orlin, the wizard.
He says that out loud as Orlin.
He doesn't walk back.
What the hell?
You
We
are
can all
protected.
see you.
Stop blowing my cover.
Shut up. When I get
Just finger
in
up his lips
here,
again.
as long as I don't get attacked by something, I'm going to pull out Professor Scant.
Okay, you pull him out. Oh, it's so stale underneath there. When's the last time you showered?
You know, I don't think that's any of your business.
Oh, all right.
So I've heard rumors of a powerful book that may or may not have belonged to a lich.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
assuming Mother was after this.
Amongst many other things, yes. That would have been very powerful magic for her to have. The lich who ruled over Ythrin.
You have its name, the lich?
The lich? Oh, of course I have its name. Funny thing about that, it's not right on the top of my head. Yes, it is. Hold on, right here. Look at it. I'm looking right at his face. I can see it in my mind's eye. Why does not say it on the page that shows his picture? I know where
As
the name
much
is.
as I hate Professor Scant, I love how Baka plays him.
Oh, damn it. I read this name last night and I got afraid to say it out loud. Iriolarthus. Iriolarthus. Iriolarthas. Iriolarthus.
I will call him Uriel.
All right. Yes. Iriel.
Uriel.
Yes, he was the
Not to be
the
confused with
Netherese-
Ariel.
yes, Ariel. The Netherese lich that ruled over Ythrin.
Right, what were Mother's intentions with this book?
Learn all that she could about from it. I don't know that she necessarily sought out lichdom, but you know wizards. They seek more power, especially the Arcane Brotherhood. They continue to seek power, and eventually it's their downfall. And there's probably a high chance she might have become a lich at some point. But you killed her, so now that can't happen.
And, what do you know of Avantarais?
The dragon.
Yes, and her rider.
Mithelrond. He was a very powerful wizard in his time. Tamed Avantarais. They
Hold on, let me correct you.
Uh.
Tamed? No. What did Lily
Well,
say?
they became friends, I should say.
Yeah.
She didn't act as other white dragons would. Although they didn't have the greatest of intentions, they also did protect a lot of Icewind Dale. But they did want to rule over it. But
They
yeah,
wanted
I
to
don't.
rule over Icewind Dale.
Yeah, as wizards tend to do. At a certain point, they just get too big for themselves.
Do you have any idea where this book may be down here? Would Mother narrow
Probably
it
within the
down?
lost city of Ythrin.
Okay. Is there anything she might have stumbled across? The last known holder of the book or location in Ythrin? Netherese. What the fuck is this place called?
It's Ythrin. It's from the
Ythrin.
country of Netherese.
Right.
Netheril. Netheril is the country. Netherese are from there. You know, Ythryn is a strange city, because although much of Netheril fell during the great collapse, Ythryn fell long before, and nobody quite knows why it fell. But I would assume if it was the Lich's book, it would be within one of the major towers of the city itself. Unless he threw it somewhere. I assume it would be wherever he fell, if he fell. He is a Lich after all. He could very well just be alive down here. Or undead alive? What do you call that when you're undead but you're still walking around? Not alive.
Fuck. We might have to fight a Lich and the Ice Queen.
Possible. Though it would be interesting to see how he was able to keep his form intact down here, depending on the rest of the Ythryn dwellers.
Don't Liches often use those phylacteries?
Yes, they have to feed the phylactery souls, and if there's no souls to feed it, it falls apart.
Drow have been wandering down here for some time.
Have they? They must have found the city, possibly. Or they're looking for it? Did you kill them all? It sounds very violent out there.
We don't know what they're after yet. We have one captured.
Oh, very good.
All right. Fuck.
Anything else?
Keep this between you and I for now.
Who is going to ask me? Nobody wants to talk to me.
Yes, but you got a fucking loud mouth. You understand?
I think I understand. All right, well, I'll keep everything to myself then, I guess.
All right.
But Orlan, can you just hold me out a bit more? I want to see some of this stuff.
It's in the satchel.
I looked at the tower.
Oh, that was a good stretch.
Orlan, were you attacked while you were in there?
No,
I did not hear anything that sounded like danger.
No, just doing my aerobics. It's, you get to a certain age of ripe 38.
I don't understand the aging process.
Stretches and things. All right.
You're muted.
That's how funny. That's usually not a problem for me. This doesn't happen. I don't know exactly what was said because it's so far away, but that scant is loud as fuck.
Everything does echo in here.
It's just echoing the shrill voice of that orb echo.
Yeah, you would have heard it I'm talking, but not what about.
Yeah. And it made me wonder. Perhaps we could set up this drow with the orb. Give it about 15 minutes, and he'll be begging us to tell whatever we want as long as we take the orb away.
I mean, it's not a bad strategy. Something about this drow, though, makes me think that those two would get along well, though.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. Was this while I was gone? My bad.
It was kind of.
Got it.
It didn't really matter too much. Right. I don't think I was saying anything special about that you didn't need to hear, but. Oh. I think you finally put it away again. You're a peace of mind.
See, at this point, the drow does begin to stir at the end of your short rest.
I mean, I can do it if you want. So look at Liliana.
Let's just up in his face.
Smells like cat in here. Whatever we have as far as cats in the Underdark. It's cat, but upside down.
Look, my friends here are going to ask you questions. I recommend you answer them honestly, because honestly, I could just kill you and then talk to your corpse. But I'd rather not waste a spell slot, so let's do this the easy way.
You spit on the ground. I ain't telling you anything, Surf Dweller. They'll kill you, all of you.
I just kind of wave my arm toward the others. That do whatever they want.
All right, I think our idea is we leave him alone with the orb. He'll get sick and tired of its constant sounds.
Too much information in the orb. Might find something useful.
I suppose he can't keep his loud fucking mouth shut.
Look, if
say
say we're going to die anyway, then why not just go ahead and answer our questions? If we're going to die, then obviously whatever you tell us would be useless anyway.
You're gonna try and get me to monologue? I know the the creed. Don't ever get caught monologuing. That's how they get you.
No, I was thinking
think
more
you
of
were-
a question and answer session than a monologue. You had your chance for monologue when you summoned the demon. That was the monologue opportunity.
Yeah, I think we got you without the monologue.
Look, we put you and your friends down pretty quick, as well as your little demon. I think currently you are on the losing side. However, like you, I too, seek high information. Your best way of finding what you seek is to join us. So, you tell us how many allies you have, and maybe we can work together down here.
Is this where you have him?
We probably have him in the alcove.
Okay.
Because that's where we were resting.
Everybody put yourselves where you want to be.
There.
Githrin Defender 003 will block the gates.
Just so many things outside. You'll never make it through.
Just try it, bitch.
Oh, that's interesting, but how about I don't? And he disappears and reappears behind everybody.
Fuck.
Fucking Misty Step is only
Misty
verbal.
Step is verbal. And he's gonna begin to try and climb up the stupid tunnel again.
Can we just
Like-
have things chase him at
Do
this
I-
point? Like,
Yeah, he's gonna attempt to climb. It's gonna be very slow,
Do I
but you will
just
have a chance
shoot
to respond
him?
to this.
He was tied up, if that affects his speed at all.
Misty Step gets you out of it.
Yeah.
But
of the ropes, like they would fall
out
to
of
the
the
ground.
ropes. Yes.
He begins to climb. He doesn't get very far. He gets like
After
10 feet up,
him.
but he is
Just-
trying to climb.
Shoot him?
Yeah, just fucking kill him. We'll ask him questions when he's dead.
Because I can easily in like just one round get out there and shoot him twice.
Can I ask, what makes you think that he wouldn't still be tied up with Misty Step? I only ask because it's just a teleportation.
Because he is not technically carrying any of that. That's not part of him. That is something that is put onto him out of his.
And that's like a teleportation thing?
Mm-hmm.
Is he wearing robes? This
Yeah,
is
it doesn't
for future.
say anything about any of that stuff. Like it's a very loosely worded spell is the problem. But
If nobody else
I'll
is
say
doing
because
anything,
he's not technically, it's not like stuff he put on himself. He
I-
was able to misstep out of it.
I want to run out there and then like cast Mage Hand and try and pull his leg as he's climbing up those things.
Sure. Use your spellcasting modifier for to like pull, and he's gonna try and do athletics to not be pulled down. He's not very high, but he
It's-
also rolled pretty good.
It's not great. It's a 13.
He's able to hold himself up there again. Only 10 feet up.
I guess I'll
1
just
HP.
walk up there and try and grab him.
Do an athletics check first to see if you can get up the 5 feet to get him, and then we'll give you a grapple.
I'm gonna cast a
You have
minor.
advantage because you have crampons.
I'm gonna cast a minor illusion in front of him to make it look like there's a break in the ice that he can't get over.
I'm glad I had advantage because that first roll was shit.
You roll.
19. Athletics, right?
Um,
16 plus 3.
Yeah. Oh, wait. He has yeah. You got an 18 because he has -1. You pull him back down.
Oh, that was my athletics check to get up there. I
Okay.
didn't
Yeah.
get a
Okay. Then
grapple
do
yet.
a athletics grapple. You have to be an 18. This is without advantage. This is just flat.
19.
Ooh.
I
Makes him
rolled two
breaks it.
16s in a row.
You beat him. You grab him and pull him back down.
I like this blue die. Fuck that fucking purple one.
Yeah. You pull him back down. Dad, why won't you just let me go? You're obviously not getting anything out of me. I'm no use to you.
No, you're probably more used to us dead at this point.
I'm gonna do it.
I mean, if there are no objections.
I guess
3.
I'll just keep dragging him to Liliana.
2, 1.
And I'm gonna give
Fire.
him over to Liliana. Because I don't want to be holding this guy when he just gets killed.
It's a 29.
As Felicity's shooting at him, I'd be like, what if we bring him to go visit that Spriggan thing or whatever it was?
Yeah, you shoot him dead.
Ah. Alright, well, should we actually cast a spell or just fucking go?
I mean, he was obviously going up for something, and I'm assuming whatever he was going after is going to kill us or try to.
Sure, he was running toward his friends. Allies.
Orlin, can you talk to your spirits? Like, can they communicate with you?
I'm gonna assume no, right, Baka? Because then it's like I could get information from them, and then that spell is kind of different.
Let
I can-
me.
I
Yeah, I
can give them
think-
basic commands and such.
I
Basic
think no,
ideas.
because like with the zombies and stuff, I
Yeah.
don't think you can. I'm looking at Animate Dead just to be sure.
I can tell them things like stop, go, attack. But
I mean, worst case scenario, I could probably walk up that tube and. I mean, all I gotta do is sit on my ass and I'd come right back. I could scout ahead, see what's up there.
could be dangerous.
Exactly, I just fall on my ass and the next thing you know, I'm back here.
Is this tunnel thing? Would I be able to use my climb speed to go up it?
So
That's a
possibly
good question.
after
Because I think I have a climb
you can
speed
attempt
too.
it, and I'll let you know.
I can climb. I'm decently sneaky. I could go take a look.
I mean, I think it would be good to see what's at the top of this tunnel. If either one of you want to go, I can make one of you invisible. The pair lets me make people invisible.
I can make Zavros. I can make the Pretender invisible.
You said it right the first time.
Then if both of you want to go, so you have some backup, we can make both of you invisible then.
So I prefer not to have you guys in a situation like in Caer Dinaval.
Well, if I get in a pickle, I can just teleport myself back down here if I can still see a spot.
Do not have a climb speed. I forgot that was a different subclass I was thinking about choosing.
Yes,
I just double checked.
I suppose Felicity is much more capable of moving about these places.
And you did see, yes, Felicity has a climb speed, but you did see he was just using crampons and like digging his feet in and like trying to shimmy his way up as best he could. So you guys could attempt that, but Felicity can also climb, so it might be easier for her.
I just want to say, every single day that I have picked, every single time this comes up, where I picked Inflict Wounds as the spell I could learn from my Shadow Touch feat. And it's like every session I keep thinking to myself, I wanted to choose Spider Climb and I didn't. Because I was like, Zavros would be too far away for me to like protect at that point if he's on the ceiling and he gets hit. But
Yeah, it's like,
I should have. It's just been way more, it would have been way more impactful for like half this game.
Island is really cool up here, 60 foot on the ceiling. I can't protect you, you dumb shit.
As Felicity if Felicity's gonna go up, then I'll use one of my pair spells and cast invisibility on her.
All right, you cast invisibility upon her. Felicity, as you get up to this a tunnel, you dig your claws in, and you have to jam them in there because again, this tunnel is like glaze ice. It's almost as if it's been melted and then refrozen, so it's incredibly hard. It's not as easy to put your claws through. So what we're gonna do is we'll have athletics checks with advantage. It'll be a lower DC than if they were just to be using crampons because you're actually using both your hands and your feet. So it's a little easier for you, but you still do have to pass a check. So athletics with advantage.
Oh, natural 20 for a
Natural
21.
20. You're climbing up this thing. You find just the right weak points in the ice to put your claws into, and you're a little older, so you're a little more of a lighter frame, so it's easier to move up this tunnel.
Okay.
And you begin to climb. The tunnel does begin to wrap
and
around as you're going upwards. Yes.
I would be obviously as stealthy as I can climbing, which is
Roll a stealth check. Give me both without advantage and with advantage.
Okay. So for stealth, regular is a 16, and with advantage is a 24.
24. All right. Just check something quick.
As she is climbing this, I do want to pull out my dagger. If I look at anybody, does Liliana have like an axe, or anybody have an axe?
Actually, I do have technically. So I have a small backpack with a rope and 2 hand axes.
It just keeps going.
So you'd probably see like handles sticking out of that.
Heinlein, do you mind if I borrow one of those axes just for a brief moment? I'm going to cut his head off so we can bring it with us in case we decide to question later.
He just kind of reaches into the bag and just, it's yours, have it.
Wait, before you do that, did they take the brooch?
Liliana had it.
Yeah, I would have grabbed it.
Just curious.
All right. So we will open up what Felicity can see, just kind of peeking out of the tunnel. Yeah, I'll clear the whole thing. That's fine. You can kind of peek around with that stealth check you rolled and see this much of the space. So this enormous cave has glassy walls and a smooth dome ceiling 40 feet overhead. The cavern contains 2 large pools, both of which have steam rising from them.
Does it look like a normal like hot spring, or does it seem odd for this water to be hot?
What does Felicity think a normal hot spring looks like in Icewind Dale?
Frozen over.
Then no.
Curiosity killed the cat. She's gonna get closer to see if she can like peer into it, but not like touch the water.
Yeah, you peer into it. You see like the water's almost bubbling kind of. As you get closer to it, it doesn't seem so hot that it'd burn you if you tried to touch it or anything. But give me a perception check.
13 plus 4, 17.
17. You don't see anything other than just water.
Okay.
You see the water like bubbles and it distorts your view, so you aren't even able to see the bottom of it. You don't know how deep it goes.
I'm gonna. About how long has it been? About how long did it take me to scale this tunnel?
I'd say about 10 minutes.
I'm gonna try and go around, try and keep close to the wall. What kind of bones are these?
Do a nature check. As well, I will let you know, and for those of you listening and can't see the map, there are multiple exits as well from here. You can see one that was directly across from the tunnel you entered, which is the southern area of this chamber. There's also one higher up on that same far wall, and two openings on the western side of this cavern. One seems to just be a tunnel, another seems to be another one of those. Well, I say just tunnel, more of a passageway, and the other one seems to be another one of those tunnels, but it seems to slope upwards.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There is a variety of bones here. You see drow, you see some heftier bones that are dwarvish in nature. What lineage of dwarves you can't tell from the bones specifically. Yeah, it seems to be a smattering of different humanoids and creatures as well, other creatures.
Is the other pool, is it like just as murky, like you can't see to the bottom?
Mm-hmm. It's got the same steam rising off of it and the bubbles churning up the water.
Is there anything in that one?
Do a perception. And roll another flat stealth.
It's 13 plus 5 stealth, so 18 stealth.
Yep.
Perception's not that good. It's only a 6.
Yeah, you don't see anything in there.
I'll start heading back.
All right.
To the others. Going back down. Do I need to make another athletics check to go down?
No, you got a natural 20 on the first one. You can crawl back down, no problem.
You don't want to slide down it?
Just because I couldn't see anything doesn't mean that there's nothing up there. But as I get around the bed, she probably would slide down the rest of the way.
All right, you slide down it.
While she was gone, I was, chopping at this head. And I want to look to Liliana. Would you give your life a second time to see Icewind Dale without a master?
Liliana gets a very I don't know how to describe it. Not conflicted, but like, I don't know the right word for it. Almost like a conflicted type face where hearing you ask if she would give her life again, and yes, I would. And like grabs at, briefly touches her holy symbol as she says that.
Can I insight check her? I don't
Yeah,
think I've ever
sure.
had to do this, but 4.
What does he get from before?
I mean, not much more than what I had already said, but
Yeah.
It is unusual, just the way that she's acting in answer to that.
He kind of just looks back at your response, back at you, and just kind of nods his head.
And the head he's holding.
Very well.
Yeah, about this time, you hear a sliding noise as Felicity comes sliding out of the tunnel, and you hear joints crack as she lands and stands up.
Oh, it's been a while since I've done a climb like that. Well, I didn't see anything dangerous. There are 2 hot springs up there and an assortment of bones. That can't be good. There was some drow, some animal. Probably other various humanoids.
Was there a Jedi stuck to the ceiling?
I didn't look up.
What?
I didn't look up.
No, it's a Jedi.
I'm assuming it's something that crawls on the ceiling.
All right. So what do you suggest we do, Felicity?
Well, there were other tunnels or whole passageways leading to and from up there as well. It's possible that there's another way to get to whatever is up there.
What's eating there?
I didn't see anything. Could be anything if it's living in the water. Or anything that could be roaming these caverns.
Zavros, you know of any monsters that frequent hot springs?
Hot springs in the middle of a glacier.
Baka, do I specifically know of any monsters that frequent hot springs in the middle of glaciers?
I'll assist if I
You-
can.
Yeah, do a nature check with advantage.
Oh, nature check. Yay. This is what my dead sister talked to me about.
Specifically hot springs. You ever see a hot spring? Just no. Just
Oh,
leave.
well, I rolled a 9 and a 10, so I guess we're going with a 15.
15?
Plus
Hold on.
5?
Hold on.
Yeah, that was with plus 5. 15.
Well, I think Dyto
No,
was giving you
no.
a plus.
Oh,
I'm
you're
giving
giving me
you
a plus
another
5.
plus 5. and I
Okay,
think-
yeah, so my mod was a plus 5, so I got confused there.
So, if you're specifically looking back on, I mean, I'm going to give you more than just this, but this is the lead up. If you're specifically looking back at what your sister taught you, it would have been a lot of Feywild creatures, and there are. I mean, it's hot springs are fun times for Fey creatures. But
Did that because she talks to me when I do a short rest, and
Yes.
it gives me proficiency and a skill for the day.
yes. Damn it, I was going to do something with that. Anyway, but you think to more things that'd be native to Icewind Dale through the things you've seen in Orland's books and what he's told you about, and he's like kind of going over things with you too, which is where the advantage comes from. You remember specifically you two fought something in a hot spring earlier this campaign, so it could be another one of those, the anglerfish with the 4 feet.
Oh no.
But you also remember another thing that doesn't necessarily hang out in hot springs, but because it hangs out in water, it becomes a hot spring, and those are remores. They're long, almost centipede-like creatures with these huge head fins that generate heat from their body, so warm that it would melt ice.
Are those things like normally from the Underdark?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck yeah, that's the ticket right there.
Oh,
And
So-
you also think to the tunnel you're currently staring at and how it is glazed over with hardened ice that had been melted and then refrozen.
so Felicity,
Yes.
how many hot springs did you say were up there?
2?
Oh, okay. Hey Orlin, so it could just be another one of those anglerfish things that we saw.
Mhm.
You know, the one that was pretending to be a friend.
You know,
Or it could be a remore. Which
Yeah.
would make sense given the tunnels we've kind of walked up to.
Mhm. And the drow and the Underdark creatures,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
If we could sneak past, that might be for the best. Do they
If it
have?
comes to it, do they have a weakness?
With a 20,
Lightning bolts.
they don't have a weakness. But you know that they favor cold environments and create heat, so cold and fire probably won't do very good against them.
Oh no, I do mostly fire.
Honestly, Heinlein, it's probably best if we just don't fuck with them.
I wasn't going to. I said if they fuck with us.
Oh yes. We run.
You were
That's a good option. You know, kind of make out like the weird cube out there that you both.
Oh, also you
decided
didn't
to
see
touch and just
Felicity
run
fall
away.
down. She's still invisible. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am
Sorry to interrupt.
I see everything within my domain.
But yeah, it's more than likely the it's probably just the anglerfish thing, nothing to worry about. As you see, he's sitting there grabbing, like checking his weapons and shit.
Nothing to worry about with the anglerfish thing that pulled one of the Goliaths underwater. It was tricking Orland into keeping it safe.
If all those tunnels were made by something the drow were controlling, then I guess some of it makes a bit more sense. Maybe they were trying to just skip through as much as they could until they found something.
Oh,
Then
What kind of
what are we
bones were up
missing?
there?
All types. There was some drow, so I'm guessing whatever friends they were going to get are dead. There were some animal bones, like moose and deer. Other humanoid bones. There were a lot of them.
How old were the bones?
Varying ages.
Huh?
Varying ages. Not ages. Varying
Uh,
levels of decay.
it varied. Some were older than others.
So
So-
there has to be a second entrance into here from below, because the front entrance was sealed. That's what we needed the codicil for. So the drow are getting in here some other way.
totaling up.
We should,
You said, Zavros, you said that these mores are from the Underdark. Maybe
Yes,
there's-
and they give off a lot of heat. Would make it quite
Maybe-
easy to burrow through a glacier.
Maybe there's an entrance to the Underdark from here.
what if those pools of water are where they came up from?
That or it's currently in the water, because you see the thing about the creature is that it heats up where it's at. So given the fact that it's not currently in the tunnel and the tunnel is now ice, if it is in the water, it's probably heating the water up, which would, once it left the water, it probably wouldn't necessarily be a hot spring anymore.
Right.
So if we follow these tunnels, like the one I just climbed up, it could lead us to where the Underdark entrance is.
But what are these drow still looking for? Because I would assume that they're looking for the city as well. So they must not have found it through their tunnel.
Well, I guess maybe that's just a theory, but like, maybe what if they came up through those puddles, and that was their landing page, and they branched out in different directions from there, making the tunnels up north and the tunnels down below, and then they just kind of the way he retreated back up this tunnel, perhaps they have their camp in a little mini area up that in between.
Question, does this tunnel, the tunnel that I just went up, does it look like similar in like shape as the holes by the towers that we saw?
Yep.
It could be possible that they were using them to make their own passages through this cave. Could be that they haven't found it yet.
I'm going to, just while this conversation is happening, can I poke my head back into this chamber where the cube was?
Mm-hmm.
What does the floor look like in here?
There's still no Rime or Frost in here. You can see it start to creep in from the door area. But yeah, otherwise it looks like it's black stone floor.
Oh my god.
I just I mean, I have an idea. I wish tomorrow, perhaps, if we continue to run into these issues, I can have the spell that I had in the tower, and we could move through some of these stone floors a bit easier. But if we're trying to get down, and we believe it's through these towers lead to the city, we can try just breaking through the floor in one of these towers and see what is below. And if that may be, the drow may not have wished to, or probably just didn't wish to do that for the sake of destruction. But if we're trying to get below, that is an option.
I have a suggestion also. I think there were several tunnels that we've missed so far that lead to interesting places. I think we should scout those, and if we don't find anything, I think we go back up, slide down the tunnels into the Drow's domain, and we start going from there. But I think Orlin should interrogate this one. Nods the head
As you do that.
before we go down those tunnels. But I can turn Zavros invisible, and he'd be able to scout around pretty effectively, I think.
I flip the handle, so I'm holding the axe head and hold the shaft of the axe out to you.
Okay, yeah, he'll take and pocket it back. The frozen blood on the blade.
Oh no, we're all standing really close by. That blood is fresh because it's 95
right.
degrees around us.
Right.
No, it's in the back.
I went through all the trouble of cutting his head off. I can ask it questions. We only get to 3 though, so let's choose wisely what we wish to ask.
Orlin, you're a smart guy, right?
Sure, Orlin is.
I'll just say, remember how Speak with Dead works.
Yeah, they can like dodge, like not answer, right, or something like that.
They can straight up lie to you.
Oh,
If they recognize you as an enemy or hostile, they're under no compulsion for a truthful answer.
How would that stack with Zavros's zone of truth?
you could just choose not to answer it, I'd imagine.
Yeah, even... God, there's so many bugs.
Even zone of truth, you can just be like, I'm not answering
You
that.
can just not say anything with Zone of Truth.
because
So
you know you're in a zone the minute you're in
it
it.
would just stack to be silenced.
Oh, yeah, because Speak with Dead, they still don't have to answer. Yep, sorry. Okay.
5 questions, never mind, not 3.
Well, if you can lie or just not answer us, then it may not be the most useful, unfortunately.
If only we could disguise ourselves as one of them, but we'd have to find one that's still alive, copy its appearance somehow.
I don't have that prepared today.
I mean,
Well-
he was stubborn, so it may not work, but I could be like, hey, He killed you. I'll bring you back to life if you answer our damn questions, you fucking moron.
You did chop off his head?
He won't know. Just put it back on.
I don't. Risky gamble.
Well, we could ask one of the ones with the head still attached, I suppose.
That's an option too. Not that they're necessarily any kinder to us.
Right, but we can say, hey, we got a cleric right here. You want to be alive again? Be smart. Although who fucking knows?
I like the floor idea, I'm not going to lie.
What idea?
Destroying the floor in the tower. Worst case scenario, we look down and it's just full of snow and ice.
I guess we might as well try.
How long have we been awake? How long has it been?
Since long rest?
Yeah.
4 hours.
Oh.
Well, we could compromise. We could spend the rest of the day doing like Heinlein suggested and going through all of the tunnels that are already made that we haven't gone through. And then on the morrow, if we haven't found anything, we can start busting through the floor.
I suggest we go through the first tunnel we passed up. Like this latest one, because I really don't want to deal with the Dryad again.
I'm almost wondering that sheer cliff we saw in the very beginning of the cave, if we should have just rappelled down there.
You were in the room where the sheer cliff was. That's where the ice methods were dropping icicles on you.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. Because is this, just for logistically, is this like the deepest, like depth-wise we've been in the glacier? Like our lowest point?
It's hard to do a survival check.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if like we've been. Ooh, that's gonna be that's a 23.
Yeah, it's lower than the rest. It's not like it's been going down gradually. Like you've been going up and down, but this seems to be at least some of the lowest point you've been to.
Okay. Not that that necessarily means that that's where the next, or where an entrance could be, but good to know. Yeah, I would agree. Let's, before we start doing anything too drastic, like Heinlein, let's check the other tunnels, see if we missed anything, and then start going to more dangerous options.
Right.
Don't worry.
All right, so sounds like you're backtracking. What
Yes.
I hear. So you go around this tower and back into the tunnels.
I do have, if it's necessary, I'm gonna have 3 go first and just clears a path of strikers or the falling dudes, so that they all try and
The
land
sphincter
on him.
spikes.
All right, where's he gonna walk?
He's just gonna like go right to here and then down to the stairs.
Okay, he takes one shot at him, a 19 to hit.
Yes, that does hit him.
All right, here's some big boy damage.
Will totally be okay.
Wait, I need one more.
He'll heal up in 3 rounds.
12 points of damage.
Yep, I mean, unless we get into a fight in the next 2 rounds, he'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah. That should just clear us up just to get to the tunnels.
Yeah.
Up
and then
me a
he'll
dragon.
step to the side a little bit to let us pass, and then.
All right. So you get back to the tunnels, and you have this path to your left and one straight forward that you've already been down.
Zavros, do you mind guarding the back with me?
I was gonna let Zavros scout it. because he's going to be the most effective as finding danger and avoiding it.
Very well. Perhaps I'll scout ahead with you, Zavros.
Oh shit.
The old times. When I used to be a pirate.
What the fuck?
What?
Like, Heinlein's hand is like trying to like blur out of existence, and he's like, I was gonna put him into invisibility so he could scout without getting any alertness.
Alright, fine, whatever. Just miss my buddy, you know.
Didn't you talk mad shit on me like 2 days ago?
I believe every
Everyone.
every few weeks he tells you to shut up for 2 hours straight.
It's a friendly shut up.
This-
I mean, I know I haven't been checked in all the time.
So Orlin gets denied his bro date with Zavros. Are you casting invisibility on him?
Yeah, I'm gonna invisibility Zavros, so
Alright.
he's able to just scout like tunnels without us hindering his ability to just find the danger and run.
Roll me a stealth check with advantage, Zavros.
Because
Let me know both.
Felicity also is still invisible for probably like the next half an hour or so, however long it took us to chit chat in that tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't drop concentration, so
Right. So I guess Felicity's always capable of chilling with
27.
Zavros.
Is that the advantage or the first?
That's with the advantage. I rolled a 13 and then a 16.
13 and a 16.
And I got
so
a
you have
plus 11 as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. All right,
Want me to
so
follow him?
if you want, you don't have to. I was just reminding you that you're invisible. Like you still have invisibility up, so.
I'll follow Zavros because I can't see him.
all right, give me both rolls.
Straight rolls, not that good. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then a 24.
And then 24. All right, sounds good. So you two, are you going to scout this first tunnel? It looks like
Yes.
it. Zavros is already heading
Yes.
in there. All right, I'm gonna clear.
Just so you know,
some
Baka,
lines.
I'm good
Okay.
to go.
A little bit later. All right. We won't go too much later, but the cavern has a 15-foot high ceiling and a smaller dead-end cave at the back of it. Sticking out of the larger cave's floor at a 60-degree angle is a giant-sized wooden spear with its obsidian tip pointing upward. The weapon glows with a faint, cold light.
Walk up. to
Does
the
it
spear.
appear to be magical?
You would think so. With a faint glowing light to it.
I walk up to the spear,
You walk up to the spear.
pull out a short sword, and I touch it.
You touch it.
You touch tips?
It explodes. No, it doesn't.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
You're fine. You just touch it, and it's doesn't do anything.
Is there anything else even in this little back alcove?
Nope. Seems to only be the spear that's stuck in the ground here.
Now, does it look like a spear that would belong to an ice giant? Now, on the map it shows it laying down, but is it like actually like?
Like it's sticking up at a 60-degree angle, so it's not like straight up and down.
Does this look like something an ice giant would use, or does it look like it might be attached to a structure?
It seems very large, and it looks like a spear, like a weapon.
Okay, it actually looks like.
Mhm.
Okay. Nothing else in the room, huh?
Nothing else.
I'll just touch it with my hand. Fuck it.
You touch it with your hand.
Nothing.
He seems fine.
He seems fine.
And it's just glowing, huh?
It's just glowing.
Just glowing.
I'm gonna break my invisibility. I'm gonna ritually cast Identify on it.
Does that break invisibility? I don't think it does.
No, because
Liliana's the one that cast it.
yeah, Liliana's the one concentrating.
So you can stay invisible and use. Because you're not
Okay.
attacking anything. It's only when you attack stuff you come out of invisibility.
Okay, I thought it was also when you cast a spell.
I think it has to be a offensive spell to do it.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think that's the case.
It just says the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. Depends on how you view. ritual
Okay,
casting.
if it does say cast a spell, then yes, it would break it. I thought it was offensive, but I guess
No, I thought so too.
So yeah,
I
it
would
would break
like
invisibility.
more information about whatever this is.
All right, you cast this spell. So this is a spear. It's a giant spear. As with all magical weapons, it does change depending on who is wielding it. You'd have to get it out of the ground to be able to wield it, though, because it's stuck in the ground. But you get that this holds, like, it's not that the weapon itself is magical, but that it holds a magic within it. And it holds the spark of its previous caster. And the spark seems to embolden you, it strengthens you, and in fact, it makes you grow in size.
Oh.
This is quite curious. It's not magic itself, but it's got magic inside of it that will make you grow.
The minute she
says
says that, I go like,
arms.
I go, as soon as she says that, I go, oh shit, I did not know you were here.
If it's been 10 minutes,
It's been
we
10
would have
minutes.
We're going over there.
something.
Hey, you guys
I
all
feel
walk
we're
in
in
there.
the room with you guys now at this
You
point.
s-
It's all
dead.
good. It's like me and her say fucking nothing for
It
10
could
minutes.
just be tunnels. It could just be tunnels. It took Felicity 10 minutes to go up to the other place.
It did.
I think it's not
True.
unreasonable to let them just scout if they're being silent.
I just think it'd been funny just to mess with y'all. Y'all go up there, where did they go? And it's like, we
Well,
fucking
Felicity would be
left.
standing there.
Yeah, Felicity is now no longer invisible.
They're dead.
No.
Um,
Well, I guess, well, we're not getting it under the ground.
No, I'm definitely not.
Seems like a dead end.
Yes. I mean, we can at least tell the others what we found.
Oh yes,
Quite
and I've
interesting.
got a question for Heinlein. I'm gonna start heading back now, because you can't see me. Let's start walking back.
Stavros? Stavros, are you still there?
We're so close together. We're like 30 feet away from each other.
Heinlein, I have a question. How long does this last? This invisibility?
I think I don't know, probably around an hour.
Okay, good. Let's get out of that grove before then.
Oh, I think that's a good idea.
Nothing but a glowing spear in there, like a large spear stuck in the ground. It's a complete dead end.
All right.
Yes, it's a
Is Felicity
spear.
back? Oh, I can see her.
Sorry, I cast some magic and here I am.
We were making out for 10 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
Is
Who
that
needs
why
a
she dropped
closet?
invisibility?
Who needs a closet? We have a glacier.
No, there's a spear that if you can get it out of the ground, it will make you grow in size.
Probably going to be digging for a while. It's a pretty big spear.
It is very big.
Was it embedded in ice or stone?
Ice.
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 Baby.
If we wish to, if we really want it, not at this moment, we do have a cube that makes it very warm around it, so we could probably pretty easily get that spear out of the ice.
Mm-hmm.
I like to imagine Zavros is standing there going like, well, there's no way we're gonna get this out as it's melting below his own feet.
Yeah, like, you hear light puddle stomps as he runs back into the room and starts putting up, kid.
It'd
Well,
probably
did
be
you
just
put
enough
the- did
water
you
to
put
make
the
it really
cube-
slippery.
Did you put the cube in the bag of holding?
Yeah, the cube's in the bag of holding.
Things shouldn't be melting. The bag of holding is melting.
Could
The
throw that
bag of
in.
holding burst into flames.
Oh no.
Zavros, your back is on fire. What?
So,
Let's keep going.
keep
I mean-
going.
If Zavros wants to... Zavros, do you mind if I take your cube?
Yes, here you go.
All right.
As you just see this floating cube.
I'll take the cube. All right. As long as Zavros is invisible, he should be easy to protect. I think if you just get past the dryad, I think there was about 3-ish, 2 or 3 tunnels that we didn't go. I think maybe just check those out, get out before any kind of encounter, and I'll sit here and try to melt this thing out.
All right, I will be back in however long it takes.
I'm going to, with 3, just move up to this little alcove. If things go south, then we have backup a little bit closer.
Zavros, roll me stealth check. You can roll with advantage because I forgot you have the Boots of Elvenkind, so that would cancel out your anything
Sure.
with people that get past your advantage naturally.
Oh, thank God. Oh man, it's still not that good. That's still a 21. I rolled a 10.
Yeah, not bad. As you enter this room with the small grove in it, you do see the dryad sitting on the stone wall, looking down the tunnel that you all had gone down, just waiting.
Wave my hand. See
Apparently,
if she
Shannara's
can
here
see.
too.
I'm just
Shannara's
kind of
with
like,
the rest of the party. But yeah, you
Kinda
wave
wave-
your hand in front of
yeah.
her face, and like she doesn't respond at all, react in any way.
I keep going.
All right, well, you've got to pick a 3 tunnels, actually
And the
4
first
technically,
one,
if
baby,
you want to go up the Remor's
no,
tunnel.
fuck that. I'm gonna go up the right side of this room.
You head into this area. This is this area here.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Huddled together in the west end of this 10-foot high cave are 4 hunched creatures with spiny backs and sharp claws. Each one doesn't look at you because they can't see you. But you can see each of them have one single unblinking eye in the middle of their head.
Oh no!
They seem to be just cowering in the corner.
No! I'm getting out of here. Fuck this. Fucking Nothic. Fucking Nothic.
The Dryad told us about this room, and I
Mhm.
completely forgot.
Yeah.
Let me double check something quick, but you are still stealthy as shit. Yeah, they just have keen sight. That's fine. You're good.
Also, Zavros searches
Get
around.
inside their head. Fuck with their memories.
Can I just ask Heinlein something real quick now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here alone with the eye or with the spear.
So, you're still. I mean, you're here in, your state, and you're still seeking to free Icewind Dale from its. The Snow Queen's grasp. Correct?
Not exactly.
Would you consider Auril as a master?
Mine
Icewind Dale.
or Icewind Dale's? Given the actions I've seen of the people, I'd say so.
So, does it not go against your oath? You know, of course not you in particular, but people like I, Liliana, Felicity, to want to kill her.
Ah, shit.
I guess that makes a good point. In a way, I kind of forgot that you guys are all of Icewind Dale's people.
I think
My time
Liliana.
here has been so very shortly, I just
Here's
forgot.
the thing. We never bowed to her. We never claimed her to be ours.
No, you just let her do what she wanted for 2 years.
But we're here now to stop her. Do your morals go against that?
I can tell you right now that I have a singular duty right in this life at this moment.
I'm just worried that once we take her out, there'll be a power vacuum that someone will come and try to fill.
Absolutely, there will be. That's how they go. She'll die. There'll be a town wanting, needing someone who can help them restore their place. A lot of people are dead. A lot of town is destroyed. Imagine that avarice might be able to take advantage of that.
It's not
I
her
suppose.
I'm worried about.
Who do you think? Who are you worried about?
I'm worried about why that dragon wants that book. The book that can create liches. Leona serves it. And I understand that that is important to you.
I see what you mean. Well, I think I've made it clear enough that if Liliana wants to try and get that for her master, that's well within her right and her duty, and she should. But if it goes against my interests and my duty, then it's only honorable to kill her.
And what are your interests, if I might ask?
I guess right now it's just protecting the pretender. Unfortunately, I think that's all I've got in me. You know, there was a very split second deep in Arl's fortress. It was during the isolation when I was deep in that darkness, and it made me realize that will not be able to get revenge if I'm back, if I ascend back into death. And for a split second, I considered taking up Arl's offer, if only to extend how long she was alive, so I could force Zavros to go with me down to the Vast, so I could get my revenge. And then come back and kill her. But, and he stands up and sets the cube down next to the thing. Unfortunately, I don't think I have it in me. So really it's just, I guess, protect Zavros until Ariel's dead, and then hopefully then I can get back
What about you, Orlin?
Oh God!
What about?
Oh God!
What about me?
Ellen had no idea. We thought you had gone.
I've been here the whole time. What are your intentions for the book?
I might not have
Looking
said
for it
any
as
of
well?
that if I knew Felicity was there.
I've been here the whole time.
I won't lie if I thought about learning what powers it holds, but I think it's too dangerous. We're risking our lives to destroy one goddess, while one of our party members very well may create a new one.
Well, here's the question then, Orlin. What ending are you fighting for?
Nice.
There will always be people ready to try and seize power at any opportunity, at any cost.
Are you one of those? Are you looking to destroy what power they might be looking for?
Wanted the book destroyed, but Liliana is my friend. She's been a good ally this whole time. However, I fear that her life may be entwined with her duty, such as Heinlein.
Yeah. I have not had any visions beyond this cave. Do you still... I might have an idea where you don't have to betray your friend, and Liliana doesn't have to betray her oath. Do you still have that bag that things keep disappearing?
No. I left it back in the shack.
May take some time, but I might be able to make another one.
Look, it's not that I'm worried I can't destroy it. It's what happens if I do. Liliana could die on the spot, I don't know. Perhaps her deal with Avantarites ends, and so does her life. I don't know under what contract her and the dragon have.
I guess
You asked
you
her?
have to decide whether or not Liliana's life is more important to you than making the Dale a free realm.
Have you asked her exactly what her deal is?
I believe I tried once before. We can try to pry some, but don't want to give her any ideas that I may be thinking something. Anyways, one master at a time, huh?
It's usually the best way to go about things. If you try thinking too far ahead, try to think of too many winding paths, you'll just lose focus, and you'll destroy yourself from the inside out.
And you never know, Orlin. Maybe ending Ariel is more important than the book. I don't really know Liliana that well, to be honest. But people surprise you sometimes.
Yes, it's not. I don't know. What if Liliana didn't come back exactly the same? What if she's not entirely herself?
Has she given you any indication? I didn't know her before.
She seems normal to me.
She gave her life for Icewind Dale before. But when I asked her, she seemed shaky. I asked her about it again.
Well, I mean, we can't say. The only one who can tell you what it feels like to die is the Heinlein. I'm sure it's not a pleasant experience and
It changes
a hard one to come
deep
to
within
terms
your
with.
soul. There's a pain that you'll never, ever be able to satisfy.
I think part of this is
You just grow up.
Liliana's decision. If she sees what the dragon will do with this book,
I
she
guess
seems like she has a good heart.
if I were in your if I were in your shoes in this moment, I'd let Liliana get the book. I'd let us go and I'd kill Ariel. But when she went to go return the book, if it seemed that interfered with the freedoms or the intentions of what I serve and go for, I'd strike her down and break the book.
It's too little, too late. She gets the book. She gives it to a dragon, and then we have to wait and see what the dragon does with it. However, I've learned recently through Professor Scant that her rider used to rule Icewind Dale. And if she plans to bring him back like I fear, I'm sure it'll be a second coming.
Yeah, it makes sense, because that dragon's old, but it's clearly the more dominant being in this region compared to everything else we've seen.
Did Professor Scant tell you how the dragon and his rider?
How what? How it...
How did he rule the people? Did they flourish? Was he forcing them to do monthly sacrifices?
Professor Scant,
Yes. Can I come out again?
was Erlathos a good ruler?
Elrond.
With Elrond, yes, that's what I meant to say.
Well, it's not that I may have overspoke that he was ruling. He was I choked on my own spit. I don't have. He was attempting to. He didn't fully take over. But like I said, they weren't killing people or anything. I'm looking into my databases.
Did you say he wished to become a lich?
I didn't say that, no, but I said more than likely. Again, it's the Hebrews of Wizards. Melthorond?
Well, that's what I've been thinking about since we've come down here.
I think just focus on killing Ariel. And then, before you leave this place, just think about whether or not you need to kill Liliana as well.
I would have a conversation
I
with
can
her
imagine
first. Like I
Stavros
said,
will not
people
likely.
tend to surprise you.
Yeah.
I've spoken with her. She needs to give this book to this dragon. That's what she said before.
Maybe you should ask her what she wants instead of what she needs. They're two different things.
Yes.
They don't always go hand in hand.
The problem is what you want doesn't matter when you have a duty that you're obliged to.
Look, I'm not gonna kill her. I might burn the book. And that might indirectly kill her. I have no clue. That's what I'm thinking. Anyways.
What we need to do in our short time is find a loophole, Orlin. You and I are smart enough.
Yes. Do you have the power to revive people? I do not.
As long as it's within a short amount of time.
Yes, I love you. I wish you had led with that. Okay, so we burn the book. If she dies, we bring her back. Contract broken.
I will make sure that I have.
Go ahead.
I'll make sure that I have that prepared from now on.
What do you want?
Can I get a stealth check from all three of you? Flat roll.
Is that going out?
Flat roll, like, don't add stealth? Not that it matters
You
that
can
much.
add stealth. It's just that, like, Heinlein has disadvantage, but this is not because he's
It's
moving,
fine.
so he doesn't need to do disadvantage
I don't have a metal jaw.
yet.
7.
Mine's a 12,
Here's the 12.
but I'm not too worried.
Mine's a 16. I was debating if I want to use Flash or Genius, but I'll just keep the 16.
Yeah. If Orlin's loud, it doesn't matter.
As our group discusses the state of Liliana, and they're slowly melting this ice around the spear, we see in the tunnel as Liliana is trying to perceive any dangers coming from in front of her, the echoes of this conversation falling upon her ears, as she hears all of this. But Zavros, where are you going next, dude?
Going to hell, my friend.
Going to hell.
It's
Let's
too
go.
fucking cold in Icewind Dale.
All right. Are you going down this middle tunnel here?
Yeah, let's see if that leads me to the fiery pits of Mephistopheles.
I'm doomed.
Mount Doom. So you continue down this tunnel. You eventually get to some ice steps. Start going down them. How far are you willing to go, Zavros?
I'm going all the way, man.
You're going all the way?
All the way.
5 minutes go by.
Oh.
You continue to descend. 10 minutes. 15. 30 minutes.
Oh, shit.
45.
No.
Are you backing up?
Well, you know what? I'll deal with the Dryad when it comes to it. As soon as at this point, I should not be invisible anymore.
Yeah, right at this point, you're invisible.
I was gonna say when he got to 50, that's what I was gonna say. It for sure dropped because he spent 10 minutes in the thing.
Yeah, I'll say at 45 it drops because it doesn't change anything.
I think I found the way.
Are you continuing forward?
I'm gonna continue forward.
All right. While Zavros is continuing forward, we cut back to these three.
Would I know that my spell breaks?
You would know that it's been long enough that it would, and you would feel your slip of you holding the spell go away. But as you feel that slip happen, all four of you hear coming through the tunnels.
Oh shit!
And as you guys look around to try and figure out what it is, coming through the tunnel into the room you guys are in and landing on the spear is a large black bird. As a raven lands down on top of the spear, as you know, Avarice is on her way. But as for Zavros, you continue walking forward. And
Got in trouble last time.
Once I hit an hour, I'm turning around.
well, here's what I tell you. Right in an hour. The tunnel opens into a vast grotto enclosed by gleaming ice. Consigned to this frozen chamber is a fantastic city sculpted by ancient magic and illuminated in a haunting way by green and purple lights that shed no warmth. The city is slightly tilted, its spires leaning away from you as though recoiling from your presence. and you stand atop a causeway of frost-covered ice that stretches toward the city like the dead frozen tongue of some hideous behemoth out of whose mouth you've just stepped. Zavros, welcome to Yithrin.
Oh.
As I see this place and my mouth is just open, I'll get like this stern look about my face as I go as I just kind of say out loud but under my breath, "We're coming for you next." As I have this image of the Frostmaiden in my head.
And that is where we'll end our session.
Oh, pretty.
So, thank you all so much for joining us this week on Icewind Dale. I'm the Frostmaiden. Zavros has found the way out. Let's see if they can get the rest of the group there with them. So, again, be sure to follow all my players on their various social medias, as well as other games that they may play in, as well as Swindler's Den social medias. You can find us over YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, which is where we are currently, or YouTube if you're watching later. Patreon, where you can listen to all the audio versions of all of our shows for only $1 per month. Discord, where you can get tips and teasers. You can get teasers and little looks into our next campaign. And I'll say it. It's the Curse of Strahd. So be looking forward to that coming to the channel. Thank you all so much for joining us again, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody. And let's keep making stories together, you know?
Yeah.